this one off, and the batsman will cross for one more. So we could say hats off to the organizers here to bring in this tournament and to integrate the cricket somewhat. We have teams coming from Florida, St. Thomas. What do you think what's the direction do you think that the organizers should go to?
Well, to be honest, we have some certain individuals here who put a lot into cricket, and we just want the association to take a good note of what's going on, that they themselves could push cricket at a higher level down here.
Well, we are broadcast live here all over the world. TVN Cricket Power Play is very much with us as Lewis from the far end as he moves in once more into bowl to Williams, who's showing his arms outside the off number wide delivery. What's your take on this young fast bowler? He has bowled from 3 games now. We've seen what he looks like. He looks to me pretty much, a fast medium bowler, but sometimes he's very both outside the off number down the right side.
These fast bowlers, they look very interesting, but at least to get to the run.
Here is a delivery outside the off stump, found the edge, and down to third man, one more to the total. Like this young man, he has the pace, and I think if he gets it into the right position, the right areas rather, he can present much trouble for the batsman. So we've seen him operated from the pavilion end. He didn't bowl particularly well the first time around. He bowled yesterday from that end. Wasn't that bad, and today I think he has made the bush end his favorite end as the sunshine continue to blaze down here on the big bamboo ground as Lewis runs in to bowl to Taylor. To this delivery, Taylor is driving and cannot find the gap, but he does find the gap, and this one will go close to the boundary. The fielder will have to move to his left. We'll cut it off before it gets to the boundary. For a moment I thought it was going straight to the fielder, but it was driven back past the bowler, and they came back for 2. With that, take the score into the 20s. No, it is 17, I beg your pardon. 17 without loss. A very slow start. This is over number 2 completed. 17 rather. It's still a good start for the Myrtle ground. What sort of total yesterday? They had 250. What sort of total do you think that they are targeting today?
Well, I remember yesterday clearly that Bob, with 17 balls, he was at 50. So we could see a different pace to the game today.
So it's doing a prediction. I did some of the predictions yesterday, and I was very close to most of them. But the way the game is going, it's early to be able to predict and decide, but I'm giving them at least 150.
Okay, 150, something to work with. As Banga goes past them back into bowl, the batsman who's driving down to wideish mid-on. The fielder at mid-on has to move around to a mid-wicket position, and they get 1. I think St. Thomas probably have done their homework. They studied, they saw what went wrong yesterday. They licked many runs came like riders falling from the bag. 250s, quite a few runs. And today they have done the homework. You see, it's a different kind of approach.
And knowing that they're going to be playing against this team, they have not slept too well, getting themselves ready, and I think they're here.
Banga runs away from us into bowls to Taylor. Taylor is driving loosely outside the off stump. This one was through to be taken by the keeper. To the good header, oohs and the ahs, and this one passed dangerously close to the outside edge.
Beautiful shot, beautiful ball rather, and beating him all in top into the ground to the wicket keeper.
Do you think it has anything with the sunshine?
That may be too.
Rock City, my favorite place on earth.
And the wicket might be taken a little more.
Here is Banga, goes past them by just out now into ball to Taylor. This one was cutting him into half, you could say. And this one was coming back into his pitch. Just all about the offside and coming back into the left. And that's a magnificent delivery by the man Banga.
Lovely cricket. And we should take note that Banga is coming from the north end today. So I know I had a conversation with him. He said that he's going to bowl from the north end.
Well, Banga with his tail up as he goes past the umpire just up now into balls to Taylor. Taylor's lifting this one on the legs and just clipping this one away. Down to Miracle for 4. That's a lovely shot. I think he overcompensated on this time, bringing the ball up and closer to the batsman on the legs and just having nothing much more to do than just clip it away to a victory that you can come to the ball for 4.
Yeah, beautiful shot. This one pitched on the leg stump, turning away, and the batsman giving it the punishment that it deserves over the boundary.
I think Banga has beaten the outside edge this time, going probably for an LBW ball now, but just losing it somewhat, the line and his length. This one's a bit too full on the legs. Banga will pass the umpire now into the batsman. This one is a short delivery. I think he was into the shot much early, as this one was shot outside the off stump. The umpire, the batsman, you could hear the crowd, they're begging for a while, but the man in charge and the man out there in the middle is the most important one. He would know and see exactly what's happening.
Man in charge is Banga been doing very well. I saw Banga's brother, his twin brother, back there. I'm sure he must have spoken to him and told him he was not maybe quite satisfied with all that was done yesterday, and he promised him that he was going to do much better this day, and so far he's been doing good.
Talking about twins, if they're identical, maybe it was a twin one.
Yes, that's right. Identical twin.
Well, we have the real Banga today, that's what we know. A man with pace, a man who plays cricket with a lot of heart. As we have lost the sunshine momentarily, he's back with us somewhat. An umpire with his arms stretched out wide as Banga goes past the umpire, just up and now comes up and goes to Taylor. Taylor is beaten outside the off-stump with a beauty. This one touched down just above middle stump and just shaping away. And Taylor long forward as this one was not collected cleanly by the keeper, but in the end that's a magnificent delivery ball by Banga.
Really good bowling from Banga today. But Washi, I know with your experience in cricket, have you realized something? I don't know if it's me, but the outfield is kind of slower today.
Yep, the outfield has high on the pitch there, looks like it's fast, but the outfield looks a bit slower today than it has been for a while.
So after some 4 overs, the score 22 without loss. The Myrtle Cricket Club, they came out all the way from Florida. 3,500 is up for grabs. The team from St. Thomas, they would want to go back home and to have bragging rights and say that they traveled to St. Croix. And we are back with 305 winning the Alfred Julian Memorial Trophy. Over number 5 is just about to commence as the bowler ran away from the bush and into balls to Williams, who's driving loosely outside the off stump, but this one was too wide and not making contact, and the ball goes through to be taken by the keeper. Somewhat I could say that the St. Thomas team, they've come out, they've done the homework, and they seem to be bowling a bit wider. A little wider today, because yesterday they bowled to the batsman where they could have connected and get some runs easily, but today they are bowling the ball a lot wider.
Yeah, and I'm sure they are learning and knowing what to expect.
There is one on the leg stump, beat the keeper. This one go close to the boundary. The fielder comes across to do the fielding. A good fielding down on the boundary and come back. Like I said, St. Thomas probably have done their homework. You would see the energy.
Yeah,
they came out. They are ready to play this game, and it's a well-drilled team. I can tell you the St. Thomas team. They look good in the fielding.
From Friday, this young man has been very, very good at running across and stopping whatever would have been 4 runs, and so far he's doing so very good for the St. Thomas team.
The sunshine very much with us. The flags are flapping, the weather, good condition for cricket. As Lewis goes past, the comes up and bowls. Taylor was driving over the top. That's a lovely shot. It's bisecting extra cover and made up and down to the boundary for 4. This one was a little bit closer to Taylor. He reached out and just extend the arms and getting this ball between mid off and extra cover. Down to the lovely shot by the batsman in 4.
Yeah, pretty indeed, lovely shot. But one of my comments in terms of cricket sports on the whole has evolved, and we have the possibilities of people going out there looking at videos, looking at weaknesses, looking at strengths, and so on. So we've seen the possibility of maybe St. Thomas having a few moments to evaluate their opponents.
All compliments to TVN TV. As he goes past the umpire just about now into balls to Taylor, who's on the back foot and playing this one softly down to back foot point, as this one was again coming back into the left-hander, and very much so we will give credit and we will also critic, but this young man, he looks quite a suspect. This is a prospect, I beg your pardon. This one looks a prospect. This is, we will need someone, probably the elder, some probably one like Peter, to work with this young man to improve his wicket. He looks to be a good prospect. Into balls to Taylor. Taylor is driving but cannot find the gap down to extra cover. I feel the coxy arm, that looks like Webb in the way. No runs resulting. The score remains on 28 without loss over number 4. 28 without loss representing just 7 runs and over. It is such a different day. It's just a different day today.
Yep.
Go ahead. Here is Luis as he goes past the umpire once more into balls to the batsman on the legs, and that's clipped away. Well, like I said, they have done the homework, but every now and then they keep on holding his ball, the batsman with the field set as it is. That's just real country.
Nobody being said on the boundary. We will understand that it's forward so far, and there are only 2 men around out on the leg side, and as a result took advantage of this one and getting a boundary.
I would, yes, agree with the captain. Yes, he still has the single point, but then you will have to find somewhere in the mid-wicket position, because a number of boundaries have been struck through mid-wicket. And I think the calling for the captain right now, we're probably looking to take one from the outside and probably employ someone under the outside.
Yeah, great observation, Merks. And we've realized that left-handers are normally unorthodox players. And we saw it yesterday that the guy, Bob, is very strong. He's very strong off his hips. We've seen it in even the West Indian level of cricket, where you have guys like Irvin Lewis, where you have guys like the new guy, the guy from Guyana. They're strong off the hips and the pads. So the captain of that team should be considering this.
Banga wrong the wicket into Williams. Williams is clipping this one off the pad. In the air somewhat. Goes over square like this one. We go close to the boundary. Yes, he feels it just inside the boundary, and will underarm is returned back to Banga too. Banga haven't done much bowling to the right-hander. I think this time they haven't faced the right-hander. It also presents a challenge when you open the bowling against a right and left open batsman.
Yep, it's very important that you study that. Usually they would come around the wicket, and according to how the things work, we turn over and go over the wicket. So let's see what happens.
With the attack around the wicket to the right-hander into balls to the batsman down the leg side. This one was a quick delivery. The umpire comes across and signal wide, but a very animated Banga probably have seen something that we did not see.
Yeah.
We've known Banga for a very hyped player. He loves the game of cricket, and so I don't know what he's hyped about. But anyway, the umpire's decision is final. It has been a while.
But what's your take on the tournament so far? I'm going to pose this question to Mr. Abraham. Mr. Abraham, we've had 2 days of cricket, inconvenient of the weather, but some tremendous work put in by the Bronx staff.
Hey man, I can't stop but compliment the guys. If they work hard, they work hard. I'll give you a minute to come in.
Here is Banga into ball to the batsman who had to make some late adjustment as he opened the face and run this ball down to backward point. It looks like Sammy in the way there. One thing about the St. Thomas team, they looks to be a very good killing team.
Yes, they are. Like I said, I saw some players running for 100 yards across and still get there before the ball and stop doing a good job.
Banga in once more. This one is down the leg side, losing his line somewhat. This one is called the second wide for the over. With that wide, it pushed the total into 34 without loss, yes.
I don't want to take any kudos from anybody, but I'm looking at the other batsmen, not Bob. He's very good. He's very compact. He seems to be a very, very good batsman.
And let's wait and see as Banga goes in. And he's turning this one into the onside and finding the gap and goes into the boundary for four. It's like you were looking for the extra ball. You saw something and he came up with a brilliant shot. Wonder like just turning this one into the onside. But you would say Banga has been bowling that line of attack. And I think Banga should have been bowling more on the off-stump line for the right-hander. The Sunshine is pretty much back with us as we say good morning to the man Moshewi, who's making his way. He's been here for all 3 days, been spending money at the bar, and he's been doing what he does best. Talk a little bit more.
You're right. The batsman, he has been doing well for the past 2 days that he has been there. He's been doing well and he has been waiting for the opportunity. And this time it came in and he just lifted up over the long one.
I think it's time for a slip to come out and probably find himself in a mid-wicket position because for the right-hander, nothing has been going to him.
No frame.
Yes, as Banga runs away from us, goes past the umpire, around the wicket, into balls to Williams. Williams is edgy, allowed the pin for LBW. Not out, says the umpire. I think this one coming from around the wicket, probably pitching on leg someone just outside the leg stump. And the batsman being wrapped at the back from a vantage point there. I think it's a good decision.
Yes, it is, and it was close, but moving or beating that off stump, and the umpire having no hesitation.
Mr. Abraham, you were out in the crowd. What do you see? What are the things the spectators have been saying to you? The words spreading about what the intake on the tournament so far?
Cricket is on a high. Cricket is on a high, and kudos to the organizers. I have to say, and I will not cease from saying that it's been a good tournament.
So, it's on our way up from here. We expect bigger and better things to come. As Peter has said, that next year we'll have a $10,000 winner take all tournament as Banga goes past the umpire from a different line outside from the over the wicket into ball to the batsman who's just running forward. We get a single as we could hear the applause coming from the spectators downstairs. This one was outside the stand, the batsman just running forward and a very good single in the air.
Yeah, it looks like a different game today than it was yesterday. And the St. Thomas team is applying itself and trying to keep these two quiet and looking to see if they're back. Good bowling here by the St. Thomas team doing a very good job.
Well, the score 39 without loss. As Banga goes past the umpire into balls to the batsman on the leg, clipped away down to mid-wicket. He can give up the chase. He can run from head to speed bay, and he won't be able to cut this one off as this one goes into the boundary for the lovely shot. Once more time, it's been noted now how many boundaries on the mid-wicket fed so far, and you still have a slip employed. I think the captain is lacking some cricket knowledge.
Hey, we've seen it over and over again. The guy is extremely strong on the leg side.
No man, that's not.
Yep, and he has been doing a good job so far, and if you continue keeping that ball on his leg stump or outside the leg stump, he will give it the punishment that it deserves. So, cricket, I'm sure this crowd is going to grow much larger today. I spoke to a lot of people from yesterday or last evening today, and they said they didn't believe that we could have had cricket here today. They were on their way, they were planning on coming and didn't, but I'm sure we're going to have a huge crowd.
I know, rain all around St. Croix, but there is brilliant sunshine. As my former commentator would say, Andrew Miller would say, we are pregnant with sunshine.
That's right, we are.
Yes.
We could see a change of bowling right now, Bert.
Who's coming in from the southern end? It's going to be number
22.
Calix, who bowled pretty much, he bowled well in packs yesterday with 200 and something runs from the Myrtle Cricket Club. And Calix was one who put up his hand and bowled with a lot of hack yesterday. And today you could see early the captain calling on to him, introducing Calix, but he'll be bowling from the far end. And we have Williams, who have not yet set this tournament. And I think this is his highest score so far. He did not trouble the scores much in the first two games when he played, but today is the final. They say great players come when they need them most.
The captain is looking for a breakthrough. Can he get this breakthrough? But
Here is Lewis as he comes into balls outside the off stump and bang the way into the offside, down to cover. The batsman cross for one more to the total takes it to 44. 44 it is, 44 without loss. And I think the Myrtle Cricket Club today coming in, batting first, asking to bat first. They would set themselves targets. This is the 5th over this is over number 6, 44 without loss. I think they would be happy also with not much runs being scored, but by now I think they would have wanted to take a wicket.
Yep, and all their wickets are still intact, and that's very important.
Well, we expect a much larger crowd. As from around the wicket into ball to the batter who's driving for the offside. The fielder, that's Webb, diving away to his left but could not cut this one off. It was a full delivery offside the off stump. And Taylor continues to show his class as he does open the base and back this one for the offside for yet another brilliant one.
That was another of the beautiful shots that we saw from Taylor yesterday, and this one hitting with ball and the dive to his left, but couldn't stop it. Reached the boundary for 4.
Taylor looks apart here today. He has struck a number of 4s. Will get his individual score. He's on 28. Still a tops and wait for Calix. From around the wicket goes past the umpire into balls to Taylor who's edging. Will Bigfoot man. And this one will go close to the boundary right. It goes inside, touches the rope just about now. And that's 4 runs. It's somewhat, you could say, inadvertently as he opened the face. But yes, this one went through to not the footman. And the fielder Asher footman who had no chance. And this one went all the way down to the boundary for 4.
And the closest chance that he had was diving across, but tried to use his foot. That wasn't good enough, a good shot and getting to the boundary.
The 50 is up as Calix from around the wicket into balls until it doesn't deliver. At the last moment, that ball signal by the umpire. So we expect a bumper crowd. What we're looking at the vicinity of what, 5,000 people?
Maybe 10,000.
You get in there.
But one thing I've realized, Irv, is that Taylor, his shots are intentional. And the slip was just moved and he really intended to play that ball first slip.
Outside the off stump, too wide. White call and signal by the umpire. This one was pitched up wide and going even further away. One more to the total. It's 53, I think it's 53 without loss. Represent a very good start by the Myrtle Cricket Club. It is not the start what they had yesterday, but nevertheless a very good start without losing the wicket after some 6 overs. Here is Calix into balls to but on the pass, whipped away through the onside. The fielder comes across, but he cannot get it as this one crashes into the fence for a lovely shot. A hard volley on the leg stump and just kicked away down to the wicket. The fielder coming from back had no chance as this one crashes into the boundary. Forward looking runs, something like looks. Things are looking ominous here for the St. Thomas team.
What a beautiful shot that was, and a pitched up to the batsman, and was turning it down to the next boundary. And it was 4 runs from Stints left the bat, and 4 more runs to the total.
Well, Calix been struck for a number of boundaries. Pass the umpire just about now into balls. Taylor is turning this one into the onside. The fielder from forward square, rather mid-wicket rather comes into a square-leg position to do the fielding. One more to the total. 58, I make it 58 for without loss. And the St. Thomas team, and the shoulders have not been dropped yet, but you could see that, you know, the intent is still there. They are looking, they are searching how to get the breakthrough with the help of the captain and the men, the fielding, supporting the bowlers. Probably any time from now, you could expect something to happen. Here is Calix from the bush and goes past the umpire into balls to the batsman down the leg side, losing his line somewhat. And this is yet another why. This one thing we could say, this tournament, bringing people together, the region together. We have teams from Florida, teams from St. Thomas. Next year probably we'll get a team out of probably the British Virgin Islands, St. Martin, Dominica, St. Lucians. We should integrate the cricket somewhere. Here is collects into ball to the batsman who's driving down to mid-on. Will get a single, and the fielder at mid-on comes in, fumbles a bit, but the batsman will just settle on one. It's the end of the over. Just before we go to a musical break, one more question. What do you think about getting teams outside of this two islands that we have here today?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just wanted to quickly comment as you related to this. I've been told by one of the supporters, not supporters, but organizers, that they intend to have a women tournament down here, getting teams from Trinidad, from Antigua, from Guyana, and so we are looking to boost up the level of cricket here in the Virgin Islands.
So far, hats off to the engineer today, having everything under control. Yesterday, it presented a challenge, but today we are loud and clear, being broadcast live here on the song engineer. Yes, the song engineer is here. Hello, Mr. He's here. Could you please? Alex is here.
Still hoping that we can do have more and other teams coming soon into the game, but on a political view, hope things are working well with the U.S. government and the islands, and as a result, our players are free and better to get out there and have some fun in the game. So that has to do with what happens to Trump and the U.S. government.
Well, this thing has gone on to the other side politically. Politics and religion, that's two things I stay from.
Yeah, really, it's the possibility of flying. Inter-island traveling has become very, very challenging, and we wish to have better possibilities, cheaper flights, and so on. I know that it would have been better in case we had more flight opportunities coming to the Virgin Islands.
Well, we are back with the cricket. We'll have the continuation of this topic. We'll elaborate somewhat, but it's going to be a new bowler as he comes in from the Nominate outside the stump. Banged away through the outside. A shot ball outside the off stump. And he's on the back foot and plays this one down to extra cover, down to the boundary for a lovely shot.
Lovely shot on the first ball, and no respect for the ball on that one, just leaning back and just cracking really covered for the ball.
Well, with Tilo on 37, his partner will get his tally in the moment. Tilo is on 30. Here he is, clipping away over the top of mid-wicket, down to the boundary for 4. The first ball outside your stop, back away from extra number. This one on the pads and clipping it away over mid-wicket and down to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot.
Good lovely shots. And like I said before, we don't want to take any kudos away from the key batsmen, but this batsman, Williams, he's good prospect. I mean, from his stance, you could see that he's a very, very promising batsman.
He have not yet made a stump on this tournament, but maybe that today is his day. They say great players come with great opportunities. It's the finals, and Williams looks apart today. We'll get his style in the moment. We have the scorers. They have been doing a brilliant job today, and he's on 22. You see what I'm talking about? Everything is on point. Williams is on 22 as he waits for Sammy, who's into balls to Williams. And this delivery, Williams is back and banging this one, but cannot beat the man at short cover. It looks like Jones. That's Don Jones. That's the captain of the St. Thomas team. St. Thomas take nothing away from them yesterday. They played with a lot of heart. Here is Sammy as he moves into balls to Williams. Williams is lifting this one. This one has gone over Whitish mid-on and cleared the boundary some distance, about a pitch on the legs. And that's what, some 14 runs coming from the over so far. That's a lovely shot by the young man.
Yeah, beautiful shot, and first ball was hit through the outside for 4 runs. Second ball down to the leg side, and this one bringing it well up the batsman and giving it the punishment that it deserves. Moves forward and lift it over the line and boundary.
Well, I've always heard you say cricket is a game of great uncertainties. That's what you say.
Glory and uncertainty.
Exactly, and we could see that William is taking over the attack right now.
It's never too certain in cricket. Probably the homework was done on Taylor and not paying much attention to Williams. Here is Sammy as he into Williams. Williams is back and been stifled somewhat as this one is played back along the track for the bowler to field. Williams, he looks apart. What do you think about Williams as a batsman? Does he look good?
So far, he's looking good, and hopefully we might see much.
Here is William outside the off stump, a loud appeal for stamping. The umpire just walks in to do the repair. No, he walks away as it's the end of the over, and the keeper for a moment you thought he had his man, but the umpire remains unmoved. It's the end of over number 7. Over number 7, and the score some 74. So 10 runs and over. That represents a very good start for the Myrtle Cricket Club.
Yeah, like I said before, Williams, he's very much well composed, and he's building a very good inning. I know that he hasn't really scored in prior games, but you could tell the batsman is a batsman.
Well, 74 without loss, the Myrtle Cricket Club, you would have to think at this stage they are thinking what, 220?
I said earlier on they were looking at 100 and 270, but it looks like the way they're going, at least they're looking at 220.
There is a shot delivery tucked away into the onside, still not getting the contact or the 10-minute placement as he would have liked. This one has as we say goodbye to Mr. Abraham. Thank you for your expert comments as Mr. Baptiste has settled into the chair. Good morning to you, sir. How are you? Good morning, Mr. Baptiste.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
I had a late morning. Sorry.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. It's gonna be Calix taking up the attack from the fine as he moves into Bowes Williams on the leg stump, and this one has gone by to be taken by the keeper. No damage done. So, Mr. Baptiste, right? Good morning to you, sir. Welcome to the commentary booth. Good afternoon. Like people say, good morning.
Happy to be here. I've been there for a little while, so.
Here is Calix into Bowes, so the batsman getting a delivery bang on target and bring this one down to a straight man on. The fielder at short mid wicket at the wood. Some 10 yards so he's left to do the fielding. And one more to the total takes it to 77. 77 without loss. A representative. So we're going to get back to you, Mr. Baptiste, in a moment. As what was it? A signal coming from there. Is it a no ball? Just holding up play, yes. As the dangerous, the ominous looking batsman for the St. Thomas team is on strike. That's none other than Stephen Taylor, who got 200 yesterday. He played shots all around and over this oval. As Calix goes past the umpire into Bowes, so Taylor doesn't deliver. This one, he walks through the crease, dead ball signaled by the umpire. Mr. Washington, we are coming, we are here for this finals. I would say it's a much anticipated match between the St. Thomas All-Stars and the Myrtle Cricket Ground. They gave it a great game yesterday, and today is the finals. $3,500 out for grabs. Who do you think gonna go with it?
Well, the captain for the dual team said that he was going to move with it, but I'm sure...
Outside the off-stump, banged away, but there's cover here, down at deep cover, outside the off-stump, and cut the ball away and finding the sweeper. Looks like Webb. We haven't seen Webb introducing the attack. Yesterday he went for 36 in his second over, and the captain probably much worried and not sending Webb into ball early.
He's watching for the opportunity when he can, whereas captain really at the moment is looking to see the backs of these two batsmen who are in the middle at the moment. I'm sure we will see him coming in a little later on.
Williams taps and wait as Calix goes past the umpire into Bowes to Williams. Williams is forward, just spreading forward and opening the face of the bat. Banger from a backward point region comes into the fielding. One more to the total, takes it to 79. 79, it is 79 without loss, and I think the St. Thomas captain probably would show some signs of worry as 79 somewhat. 79 without loss, 8 overs gone, 12 more overs to go. Taylor is well set. He's into the 30s, and also we have Williams looking good. As Calix runs in past the umpire just now, round the wicket into balls to Taylor, who's driving over the top. This one has gone many miles. This one was a pitched up delivery into the drive, just lifting this one over extra cover. And that's another 6 by Taylor. He looks very dangerous here.
Giving it the punishment that it deserved. This one was pitched and Taylor having all its time in the world, lifted up over the little boundary.
Well, the young man Calix would have something to think about, as any time that he pitched into the act, the batsman just come forward and just lifting this one over. He has gone closer to, he's deep into the 40s, he's on 45. As he passes the umpire into balls to the batsman who's cutting and cannot beat the backward point. Shot outside the Austin cutting and finding the fielder at backward point. So Stephen Taylor is on 45. 45. Coming off of a knock of 200 knocked out yesterday.
Yep.
So that's 245.
That's why you have to be careful where you put that ball for Taylor. His last ball was a game shot, and Taylor looking to the track it into the boundary, but finds the man in the way and he wasn't able to.
So after some 8 overs, we are due for a musical break. We go down to St. Croix, number 1 DJ Sheba. He's gonna have a moment and then we're going to come back.
DJ Shiba, come down now.
Shiba. Shiba.
I want to say hello to my pastor, who I see out in the crowd, but Pastor Clancy Etienne from Dominica, who is in the crowd at the moment. Welcome, it's good to have you here. Then we have a comment from you now.
So, as we say good morning to Mr. Baptist, who has stepped into the comments chair. Good afternoon. I keep on saying morning. But somewhat being the first game, Peter, is a customary thing. Yes.
Well, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to everybody here. It's a pleasure, very pleasure being here this afternoon. So I say happy that everybody is on the ground. It's lovely to get there.
Yes, indeed.
St. Thomas, this is
Florida. There is a ball clipped away onto the onside. The fielder at mid-wicket comes in to do the fielding 1 in a second, but the fielder out there sends a very good return, which prevents any possibility of a second. The score moves to 86. 86 without loss, Mr. Baptist. We've had some lovely day of cricket. We've had on Good Friday, one of the best days. We had a very close match between the Peter Vipers and the Myrtle Cricket Club. Then we had St. Thomas who took on the St. Croix Destroyers. It's another brilliant encounter. Yesterday we saw another brilliant match between these two teams, and now they are into the final. $3,500 is on the grab. Before I come back to you, it's going to be Myrtle. It's going to be Sammy to take up the attack from the pavilion end. And he's going to come between the umpire and the stump. $3,500 up for grabs. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Well, so far I haven't seen much of the team, but 78 without loss represents a very good total. And it was a matter of maybe 8 or 9 overs, so it looks like the opposing team score a very big total. So it will be very difficult for St. Thomas to get these runs this afternoon.
Well, St. Thomas showed what they can do yesterday, winning the power play. They were going great guns. There is a ball outside the stump, cut away down to Shotford man. The fielder goes over at Shotford man since his return, driving the keeper away from the stump somewhat, but cannot prevent the single. Sorry, sir. As the score moves on by 1 to 87. That's a number that the Australians don't like. 87, they find that the Australians are very superstitious.
Yes, 87.
Here is Sami as he to balls to Williams, who's playing this one in softly into the offside and gets a single as the fielder from short extra cover has to go somewhat 10 meters to his right. One more to the total, takes it to 88 without loss. So a very good partnership, a very good opening stance. This is over number 9 and he's on 46. He scored 200 runs yesterday and played a very good inning here today so far. And the ball banged away, fully upside down to the bottom of the ball, and it brings up his 50. This one continues to make a stamp here on this Alfred Julian Memorial Cricket Tournament. That is none other than a man who's been playing for the United States, the mainland, also represent the Jamaica Towers in the CPL. That's none other than Stephen Taylor.
Stephen Taylor.
Yes.
Okay. I understand this one yesterday.
Yes, he did. They got 200 runs of the very same attack.
And today he's already scored 50.
So things are looking very ominous for the St. Thomas team. Things are looking very ominous for the St. Thomas team. It's 92 now without loss over number 10 just about to commence. We're going to see a bowling change from the far end. We have yet to see him bowl for this tournament. We'll find out his name. Hasha. It reminds me of Hasha Bogli from India. Hasha Bogli, the famous Indian cricket commentator. Hasha is going to take up the attack in bright sunshine here at the Big Blue Bamboo Family, the drive-in. For those of you who know him quite very well, we haven't seen him bowl. This is the first time Hasha is going to take up the attack as he runs into balls to Williams, who taps away. There is Hasha into balls to Williams, who's driving, beats the man at cover. This one will go close to the boundary, and the fielder gives up the chase as this one was outside the offside, but half volley, and Williams just driving this one fully offside and down to the boundary for lovely shot by the batsman.
Well, it was a beautiful shot. It was quick shot and he made no mistake. He got into the pitch and struck it beautifully for extra cover for
4 more to the total, takes it to 96. The Myrtle Grove Cricket Club, they travel all the way from Florida. They spent money to get here and they would want to win that $3,500 to take back to Florida.
Of course, yes. Why not?
Hasha goes past the umpire into balls to Williams. Williams is back and across and stroking this one. Cannot find the gap, but find Manga in the way. 1 more to the total. We'll take the score inches away from the 100, deep into the 90s. I think, if you were the captain of the St. Thomas team, what would you be thinking at the moment? 90s on without loss over number 10. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think right now the St. Thomas captain has some problem with some right now.
Well, not as much problem as Austin is looking for a testing captain.
Well,
are you current with what's happening in the region?
Well, yes, I've seen everything, I heard everything is going through.
Shot from around the wicket into balls to Taylor, who's clipping this one off the pads. This one has gone all the way over Spelling for 6. About that's meat and drink on the pads of Taylor, just coming forward and just clipping this one away. And that's just one of the most beautiful shots that we have played. He played many yesterday and he continues to dominate. And St. Thomas looks to be in a spot of bother.
Well, that was a brilliant shot. That looks like an international shot.
Well, an international shot from an international player. He has played the World Cup for the USA team. He played CPL cricket. He's a professional cricketer, and it's good when players like this come to the island and show us their class. As Hasha wrong the wicket into ball to the batsman, down the leg side. Good take by the keeper, but it is a wide delivery as umpire or signal wide. 1 more to the total. The 100 is up. 104 now without loss. 104, not winning the toss, ask the Myrtle Cricket Club to bat at 104 in the 10th over. You won't ask for a better position.
Oh yes. Definitely.
There is one down the next side, a stifle appeal. The cross for 1, we'll think about second. No, they decide against it at the fielder from short foot band going across to the fielding. 1 more to the total, 105, I make it? 105, yes. 105 it is. So, Mr. John Baptiste, your presence here. You were not here for the 2 days, but we have quite a bit of rain. Were you once inquiring that?
Well, yes, I was there, but then I said I would be coming here.
What kept you away? Don't tell me that it's
no, but I thought it was raining by where I was, so I thought it was raining here.
Here is the ball pitched up and driven in the air, straight to the field and he drops it. Oh my golly! After wanting a wicket, here is an opportunity presenting itself, and you couldn't ask for easier chance than that. The ball driven straight to the batsman, didn't have to move an inch to the left, an inch to the right, and we just pat this one.
That's not good for him at all.
That's a sign of the shoulders are dropping, a big partnership on hand, bringing the bowler, he present an opportunity. Here is Hasha in the ball. Taylor clipping this one in the gap, down to the boundary for four. That's what happens when you don't take your opportunity.
Oh, yes,
a ball pitched up, driven straight to the man, he dropped the catch, and the next ball on the legs, he swept away, down to the boundary for four. More pressure here. St. Thomas in from bowler. It's time for a break. It is the halfway stage as we go down to the DJ for a musical break, and then we're going to be right back, Mr.
Okay, all right.
Ah, boy, I need a break. I need a man to the ball, my ball.
Let us do that. We'll get some.
Let's push one down.
Mr. DJ?
So, yeah, Taylor,
He played for USA. USA opened for USA. He opened the batting for the USA in the World Cup, the T20 World Cup they had, and he played for Talawas in the city.
Let me sponsor Can you use give one of this? Yes, okay. But I thought you One left. You want the water? Let me empty out the cup.
Hey, Billy. Billy. Huh? Frying. Huh? That make a difference.
You're looking for food.
Okay. Oh, you got food?
Oh, yeah. My wife gets me something. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Shiva. Are you there, Shiva? Long. Shiva, come on. Tell Shiva, put me on there. Abba! No, tell him put me on. Yeah, it's on. All right, thank you very much. Once again, the game continues. The score moving to 117 without loss. Is that correct? 117? Good going by these two in the middle. And this one is tripping well. 4 runs. 4 more runs to the total. 121 without loss. Beautiful cricket here at the Blue Bamboo. St. Thomas playing jewel team of Florida. It has been 3 days so far of excitement. As it comes in again and it lifts him up, and this one is all over the boundary, straight over the man at long up, over the ropes it went for 4. So 4 more to the total, brings the total to 125 without loss. We have seen 2 days of wonderful and vital cricket. Vital cricket here at the Blue Moon, 127, sorry, without loss. And this one going down the leg side and he'll get it on there and it's over the head and 6 runs, 6 more to the total. This brings the total of 130. 133 without loss. He looked like the end of the over. And we 10 overs having been bowled so far. And at the end of 10 overs, 133
Okay, start again with it. This is what we do.
without loss.
Man of the match, most weeks and most wins.
The left over is being bowled from the far end, at the airport end, or the southern end.
Individual scores. Individual scores.
38 and 70.
And he's cracking well. But straight to the man at long on, who moves across to his right, retrieves and whips the return back to the bowler. One more to the total. 134 without loss is the total, as the umpire stops as batsman looking to get runs there. Had some beautiful day yesterday, and with swing now as he comes around the wicket, and he's playing this one down to the middle wicket boundary, but can only get a single. And I think that's all they'll get. One more to the total. 134 without loss. Cricket, lovely cricket here at the Blue Bamboo. We have had 2 exciting days, especially yesterday, of cricket. The batsman settles as he waits, and this time it's coming over the wicket. And this one on the left side, and wrapping him on the palm, and they scamper for one more, and one more to the total. 135 is the total. 135 without loss. We are the first game, 20 over side match. We have 9 games to go after this one. Bowler moves away, comes in, and this one in the air, and it races over the ropes, it crosses the ropes now. 4 more runs to the total. 4 more runs to the total. 138. 138 without loss to the score. 2 bats at the middle, doing very well for the dual thing, doing very well so far, and enjoying what they do at their best. And around the wicket, and it's sending it down the leg side, having a mighty swing at it, and scamper for another single, wrapping him on the pad, and when the shot picks up, but couldn't prevent what has been an easy extra, easy run. 139 without loss. Beautiful and exciting game here, St. Thomas playing Flora Jewels. And this one, he lifts him up, and there's a man getting under it. He dropped him. Another drop. This one again was straight to the man at long on. I waited for it patiently, just moved across to his left slightly, and putting what would have been a beautiful catch to see the back of one of these players here. Another chance is given, and one more run to the total. With this shot, the score has moved to 142. 142 without loss. The score 142 without loss. And it's true, and in fact, that the big crowd here is looking for some excitement, some fireworks, like we had recently. But again, on the other side, the spectators are also looking to see what the St. Thomas team is doing in order to get these two out. Catching is very important. Holding the catches is very important. And I've always learned holding catches win matches. And so you'll agree with me, we need to see a little more of that here this afternoon. That was the end of the Lampover. Welcome back, Mr. Baptist.
Well, thank you, Mr. Washington. Well, as they say, catches win matches, but it looks like St. Thomas will be chasing a very big total because they have been dropping so many easy catches. So if they're not taking the catches, they cannot win matches.
And I think they should have learned a lesson from what happened to them yesterday. And the way they started, we thought that they did as Bola moves away from us now, passes the umpire and he bowls to him and beats him all ends up into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. A loud appeal by the bowler, not supported by the other fieldsman, not outside the umpire. The bowler being exciting at this one, Mr. Baptist. Pitched up, beating the batsman, all ends up into the gloves of the wicketkeeper, and there was a loud appeal from the bowler, not even supported by the wicketkeeper or the other players, but good excitement, and that's needed, and good ball being bowled. We need a couple more balls like this, and we're looking forward and seeing much more excitement here this afternoon. As he comes in now, moves away from us. And this time going down the leg side, the white ball signal by the umpire. This one pitched on the leg stump, going further away, and keeper having to move to his right to retrieve. Does that well, and back to the bowler. Walks back to his bowling mark. One more to the total. 143. 143 without loss is the total. As he settles and with to him. This one tilted down, not getting the outer edge of the bat. And man at short square leg feels well, and only no run resulting. We are in the 13th over. One, 4, 5 without loss. I think change of bowling is very important sometimes, bringing the batsman and keeping the batsman contained as he walks back to his long run. 146 is the total. 146, and he lift him up hard and high over the middle of the boundary. 4 more runs. 6 runs, sorry.
152.
And the 150 is up. 152, Mr. Baptist. Beautiful shot.
Oh, picture of what the father he made no mistake. Fix it over the for Mike. That's a magnificent shot. That man looks like he's in good form, Mr. Washington.
Yep, he has been in good form, and yesterday we saw the power of a good player, the class of a good player, and he's been doing very well so far this game and looking to keep that standard. They said they're looking for victory. and they want to be walking away with this trophy and the $3,500.
Well, it looks like St. Thomas will be facing a very big over 200.
This one pitch shot and over the head of the batsman, over the head of the wicketkeeper, and no ball signal by the umpire, and the scamper for what, 2?
3? Like this kind of game, when batsman and hope it is a friendly thing, but that's how we put it. Yeah.
165 with all outs, and this one is driving well. He'll get at least a single as he plays it straight to the man at long up, who feels well, looking for a change of bat, and one more to the total, 166, 156 without loss. And it's good going, and I'm sure that's what the Florida team is looking for from its players this afternoon. And Batsman has not been satisfied with the way but it's playing, and it's asking for a change of that. And this he will get. And but we saw some chances go down here today, as well as we've had so many wide balls, and we saw 1 or 2 drop catches, and this may be at a disadvantage to the St. Thomas team, but hopefully they can pick up themselves and get over. After this over, we will reconnect to our main commentator here at the Blue Bamboo. I think it's satisfied. The wicketkeeper putting his gears into go and is ready as the bowler coming from the far end moves away. Runs in, and this one, as soon as it left the bat, it was over the long on boundary for 6. 6 more to the total.
I want to get to the again.
Well, that's another magnificent shot. It was pitched up on, and he drove it beautifully.
Yep, he just lifted up on the long on boundary.
That's a magnificent shot. This Levander looks like he's in very good form.
He has been in very good form after yesterday getting over 200 runs.
I understand he's an international player.
He has to. He has to.
He represents United States, and he also represents the Jamaica Talawas in the CBL.
I was told so, and it seems that he has been doing a job. It looks like he has lost a couple of balls there so far. Some of them have been swung, and it's a change of ball at the moment in the middle.
78? Yeah. 260. 79, 80,
162. Till I think is what? 94? 92. Killer is on 92. And they're looking for 2.
no, it's not.
He's on 94. Taylor, 94. Yesterday, scoring 200 plus.
Work with me. Take it from me. I'll verify with the score so we don't have confidence. We'll give you witnesses.
66. Good luck. Zilla on 94. As he waits to he will practice the umpire and bowls, and again on there somewhat towards the man at backward point who feels well and no chance of a run. 1-6 or to this time again there could be a chance of a run out, but he's home and home well. 165 without loss.
Taylor is on 95. It looks like he's set for another 100 today.
Yeah, but he's getting this one surely, slowly but surely. 95, opening the batting for the Florida team. He's gotten his partner who has come out here along with him and doing his own well, and I think very important that he stays there and sees his partner into that century. As he comes in now, this time over the wicket, and then he rises it, but he will get a single as the return comes. One more to the total. And the total to 165 without loss. This brings Taylor, who is on 95. He comes in and he lifts this one hard and high. For 6.
And that's a magnificent 100.
That's 101.
Although I didn't see the start of the innings, but so far, for what I have seen, it has been a brilliant 100 for that man. Although I understand this one. He scored a double yesterday, and here he is today on a 101 not out. Magnificent performance on that player.
And it looks like it's another lost ball. What do it? The total of 171 without loss. I'm gonna go over to my brother who carry the competition from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Washington, for your comments. You've been putting forth and doing a fantastic job. As the sunshine continues to blaze on this big blue bamboo grounds, we are pregnant with sunshine. For the past 2 days, we've had some inconvenience weather, so we had to be on and off the field. But today is a different sort of weather. The gods have answered our prayer. We are here with a fantastic game, and I come to between the Myrtle Cricket Club out of Florida, and we are taking on the St. Thomas Alstars and asking to bat first. A decision they probably are regretting right now with, after some 13 overs, the score 171 without loss. And with me is none other than Mr. Dunbar, who is a very seasonal and expert commentator. Welcome. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, definitely they must have regret that decision, especially so far they have, as I have seen, they have got 2 catches. So it looks like the decision is backfiring on them right now.
Well, with the crowd building up, we expect a lot more people to come in a little later after church, today being Easter Sunday. But the action is very much with us, and for the first time, Colin Joseph is going to take up the attack. He's going to take up the attack from the northern end, and he's going to be bowling for much subdued Williams with his partner going at great guns, bringing up his 100. And it's Colin Joseph with his first delivery into bowl, the ball short and pulled away through the onside. They go for one, and they are just humbling this single as the strike is being rotated here. You could think that the Myrtle club would be thinking I took a much larger total than they got yesterday. They got 256 yesterday, 172 right now with some 7 overs to go. You think they are there about, right?
Definitely, because they have all their wickets in hand, and then these two players out there, they're hitting the ball very well. So definitely, they will pass 250.
Harris Joseph into bowl to the batsman who's playing this one into the offside. They set for one. There's a sharp return back to the keeper. Getting the fielder on the bounce, getting the ball on the bounce and sending his return back to the keeper. No damage done. The score remains on 172. Sorry for the loss. Well, no loss. In bright sunshine here at the Big Blue Bamboo. Colin Joseph would want to make the breakthrough for his team. A long-awaited breakthrough as he moves in to bowl to the batsman who's tugging this one away, and the fielder at the back was here will claim the catch, but he's over the rope, and that's 6 runs. A ball pitched up just about center stamp, and the man who has been there scored 200 runs yesterday not out, and is on 100 plus not out, seeing this ball as big as St. Croix, 84 square mile ball.
Well, definitely, I mean, they are doing very well. They have been hitting the ball very well, and then I think he's a very power hitter. He's striking the ball very well.
Harris Joseph once more banged away, too long off. I think the fielder here wasn't in the game. I think he lost it somewhat, and in the end having to recover, and the batsman crossed for one. The folks over at St. Thomas watching this broadcast, listening to us, what would they think about this man, Taylor? Taylor has destroyed the team. 200 not out, 100 today. They're going to name some streets in St. Thomas after Taylor.
Looks like definitely.
Harris Joseph as he comes in, and the batsman putting his hand up like a traffic officer and saying, "No sir, I'm not ready yet." So do you know St. Thomas very well, sir?
No, not very well.
You gotta speak into the mic.
Oh, not very well. I've been there about 2-3 times, but not very well.
Well, the folks in St. Thomas are not happy. With the team not doing well. Harry is a ball trickling into the offside, no damage done. The score remains on 179 without loss. You talk about St. Thomas. One of my favorite places in the Virgin Islands, the US Virgin Islands, St. Thomas.
No, you have one more.
One more delivery to come. The score 179 without loss. And the umpires, the 2 umpires out there, umpire Nicholas and umpire Alexander from the island, the Spice Island of Grenada. There is Joseph into ball to the batsman, attempting to tuck this one away. Doesn't make contact with the bat. The ball ricocheting from the pad as it trickles over onto the outside. They're coming back for a second. Let's watch the return. It's fine. Let's watch the appeal. There's an appeal. Not out, says the umpire and the bats. And they're coming back for the third. St. Thomas thinking that they had a wicket here, and we're gonna await the decision from the umpire. Was it a dead ball? And they came back for the second. Let's it was a dead ball. So it's only 1 run considered. 2 run considered here. The score 181. But for a moment, St. Thomas thought they had a wicket. This one striking the ball, hitting the wicket directly.
Well, it was a direct hit, and most of the time when you think you're hitting directly, it's a wicket, but then the umpire is in a better position to see, and not out, so which means the batsman was already in.
With Taylor, with that kind of performances, he had 200, 100 here. What do you think that the St. Croix authorities should do? Should we name the ground after Taylor, or should we name the streets coming here after Taylor?
Well, to be honest, I don't know what to say there.
Well, at 6 o'clock we're gonna find out. Peter? Oh, Webb is into the attack. I thought much belatedly, as Webb is a very experienced campaigner. Yesterday he bowled 1 over for 3 runs. When he came back for his second over, he went for 36 and was never brought back again. And coming back with the score on 181 from Virgin Islands captain, that's Terrence Webb. He's a very experienced campaigner. He's going to come in with Taylor set on 100 plus. And the batsman Williams, who's just approaching his 50, we're going to find out his tally at the moment. Williams showing much support to Taylor. The score 181. We look hard building up, Mr. John Baptist. Do you expect for us to reach the 10,000 figure as we predicted earlier on?
Well, it looks like, because the people are coming in slowly. Well, it's still early.
As we say good afternoon to Machoma, always well dressed and presenting herself always at the Big Bamboo Grounds. Well, back with the action. It's going to be Terrence Webb between the umpire and the stump. Is he coming? No, he's coming over the wicket to bowl to Taylor. Changing in. Yesterday he bowled from is between the umpire and the stumps, and the batsman is over on the other side. So I think the umpire will ask him to move over. Yes. Because if you have to run, it will present a challenge. Yes. Doing the right thing. Here is Webb, operating from the 7 end of the ground, the bush end, in hot sunshine here. As he moves into bowl to Taylor on the part, swept away, a chance for catch, and it is away from the fielder. We're going to look to see, it's a 4 as he continued. He went for 36, so that makes it 40. And we're going to continue the runs that Taylor is getting off Webb. So Taylor continues to dominate. The score moves on to 184. The folks at the St. Thomas camp, they look much quieter now this morning. You would have heard the voices, they were cheering the team on. The shoulders have been dropped for the moment with the Myrtle Cricket Club. They are large and in charge here at the Big Blue Bamboo.
Well, definitely they are largely in charge, because 180 something without loss in the 15th or 14th, 16th over. So definitely they are fully in charge.
Well, the ball has been retrieved. Umpire Nicholas coming across and asking, just stretching his run out and saying that we're not quite ready. There is the batsman advancing and driving through the covers. 4 glorious runs, advancing and driving this one through the covers by setting cover, extra cover down to the boundary for 4. That's a lovely shot. One of the best shots of the day.
Well, it was a beautiful shot. He uses his feet when he gets to the pitch. Through the carpet. And he got his full result free 4 runs. That's what the magnificent.
He is on 120, 126. Well, do you think that he has the capabilities? I know he has the ability that we have 13 overs ball to bat. Do you think he's going to get to 100? He's yet to see. And here is Webb into ball to the back one. With this one in the air. A catch to be taken. This one's going to fall in no man's land as the 3 fielders, they are just watching. And this one falling in the forward square region, American region. And no one there to take the catch. Everyone is set back. This one was mistimed. And then a chance going to beg him.
Well, I find he didn't go to hand, so I wouldn't call it a chance, but definitely, the ball went in the air, so he mistimed it. So they thought they had an opportunity, but it was close to the fielder, so they could take the catch.
So what's Williams now? Williams taps and wait for Webb, and to this delivery he's hitting down to mid-wicket. The fielder comes off the boundary to do the fielding. That's none other than the captain Jones as he throws the ball back to the bowler. 1 more to the total. We are deep into the 190s. The score 190. 192 for no loss. I think that the St. Thomas captain is quite the worried man right now. He cannot find a breakthrough. Webb hoping that Webb will bring a breakthrough as he comes into balls. Taylor short and tucked away into the onside, away from the fielder and between together down to the boundary for a moment. The man at backwards by he thought he had a chance, and this one crashes into the boundary for 4 balls. So with that, take the score deep into the 190s. We are 196 without loss.
Let's say it was a good shot, but he well placed it. It was to the left of the fielder, and the fielder had no chance to get around.
You've been on St. Croix for a long time. And what sort of cricket that you've seen in St. Croix? Where do you rate this level of cricket? There is a ball driven in the air. The fielder comes in to take the catch. I think it dropped just inches away from him. A very good effort from the fielder coming at long off, coming in and the ball dipping just as he was getting there and preventing it from going into the boundary. A good stop, just limiting the batsman to just 1. Is the end of the over, the end of over number 14, over number 16? Over number 16, the score 195. Where do you rate this cricket here being played here? You've been around St. Croix for many moons and many sunrises.
Well, so far, these 2 players there, they have been playing very good cricket. I mean, I have seen cricket here, but them 2 players out there, they playing very good.
Well, as the cricket's gonna continue, 195 without loss. The breakthrough has yet to come. So the Myrtle Cricket Club, they would want to think that they are in the driver's seat at the moment. With 16 overs gone, they would want to complete these 4 overs, probably limiting them to under 250. Because yesterday, 110 Thomas was chasing 256. They were going at 50 runs an over for 6. They lost the way as they lost some wickets. They were losing wickets in clusters, and the game immediately just flipped over on its head. So it's still early days yet. They have some very good batsmen. We saw the captain himself, Dole, coming out yesterday, fighting fire with fire. He got some 50 on. We saw Sammy. We saw one of the most experienced batsmen in the camp. He didn't get a chance to go. He didn't trouble the scorers. He was out first delivery. Today he would want to come out and stamp his authority on this tournament. And like you say, great players come out in big games.
Well, so far I'm not very close to the center of the team. I know they had some players which I was familiar with, but these to the net, it's a new team. I am not familiar with these players out there, so I can't say much about them.
Well, you were here, you would have a chance to see everyone on show. It's going to be Colin Joseph to take up the attack from the pavilion end in glorious sunshine here. The weather has been kind today this morning, waking up to some overcast conditions coming to the ground. And there was rain around the area, but all the clouds have been driven away and we are left with beautiful weather conditions. And you couldn't ask for better. A breeze blowing across the outfield, some sunshine, and cricket on show at the Big Blue Bamboo. Colin Joseph with the ball in hand is going to bowl to a man who's set on 120 odd not out. As Colin Joseph comes into bowls to the batsman as he goes through the crease. Dead ball call and signal by umpire Alexander, who is from the Spice Isle of Grenada, the man from St. Andrew in Grenada. As Joseph into bowls to the batsman who is one in the air. And this one has gone down to a mid-wicket position where the fielder comes off the boundary. It looks like Bonnell as he's returned back to the bowler. One more to the total, 196. They are just inches away from the 200, and 200 represents a very big score in any T20 match.
Oh, definitely. 200.
Joseph goes past the umpire into balls to the batsman, attempting to hit this one out of the ground, but this one coming up going through to be taken by the keeper wide. call and signal by umpire Alexander, a man who has done a very good job so far. All the umpires, all the officials, they have been on point. Here is the batsman going for a big drive, and Colin pointing out to his captain and say, you see what? You see what I can do? Give me the ball. And here, getting the very first breakthrough, the batsman going for goal and coming up with grass, losing his middle stump in the process. So, the Myrtle Cricket Club has lost the first wicket with the score 196 for 1.
Well, it was a well-pitched up delivery. He went for the drive, misses it completely, and then he made okay, he misread the line of the ball, and the ball kind of into the middle side. So, he got the breakthrough.
Well, DJ Shiba is not quite working with us. We would have due for a musical break as we hear the applause coming from the camp of the Myrtle Cricket Club, a young man who did not set the scorers alight here, did not set up the spectators alight here, but today with a very good contribution. We're going to get it started in a moment. He scored some 40 odd. We're going to get 46 runs. So well played by the young man. He looked the part after not scoring too many in the first two games. Today he came out in the finals, getting some runs under his belt and bigging up his confidence.
Oh, definitely.
DJ Shiba is ready for us. We're going to go to DJ Shiba. Well, the action is going to continue as Colin Joseph into ball to the new batsman who's attempting to turn this one into the onside. Wide call and signal by the umpire. Well, this is Mr. Thompson. He's an all-round cricketer. He said he was not picked for his batting, but in the very first match, being on the losing team, but with a valiant effort, he gained man of the match. Here is Joseph into Thompson, who's dropped him over the pad. A loud appeal. I think this one was bouncing a little bit too high as Thompson went on the back foot and this one bouncing a bit and wrapped him over the pad.
To me, it appears to be able to go over the stands. I think it's a good decision by the umpire.
What I tell you, this one can hit a long ball as Joseph into balls to Thompson. Thompson sweeping and sweeping well down to backward square. The fielder comes off the square position, sends his return. Leg by, not making contact with the bat. But Thompson, he bowled some 4 overs, no maidens, 7 runs for 2 wickets, and he went on to get 30 on in just about 36 in about 12 or 13 more, 17 deliveries, getting this thing very close to the target but could not get over. Here is Joseph into ball to the batsman on the back foot and then punching this one down to mid off, where the fielder comes off the boundary to do the fielding. One more to the total, 199 is the score. 199. The 200 is up, I beg your pardon. The 200 has been up. Here is Joseph in the ball to Thompson, who backs and hammers this one down to a wideish extra couple long off region. The fielder comes off to do the fielding, and on the hand is returned as is the end of the over. 203 after some 17 overs. So 3 more overs to go. With a score 203, 245, 250. What's your point?
Well, definitely they will launch from now on. They will launch after the bowling, so it's a possibility. There is a man well set there, and as you said, this man could hit a long ball, so it's a possibility they could reach 240.
But generally speaking, Mr. John Baptist, cricket in St. Croix, as we know it on a Sunday afternoon, people come into the drive-in, watching the game starts in the mid-afternoon, but this time around we've had games from Good Friday and people have been out there. What do you think the cricket is going into?
18 bowling. Yes, 18 bowling. 18 bowling now.
That is
18 bowling.
But with tournaments like this, you think that it's going to engage the young folks? They're going to be having interest in the game? They'll probably get a more younger players coming into the game?
Well, mostly because most everybody that is playing cricket is coming in St. Croix.
Well, I think with the help of the government and the organizers, we can go different. Here is the new ball up from the fight into ball. To the back one and losing his up stamp. This ball, he could not trust me on this one. He was beaten through pace as this man, small boy, that's Lewis, from the far end into ball to Thompson. And before he knew it, his up stamp was knocked back out of the ground. So, Mr. Thomas, after getting the breakthrough, they get the second wicket in consecutive movement. Corona. Yes, the sweet song of Celebrity #1 reggae DJ. That's DJ Shiba. Looking at the crystal ball. Well, we are looking at the crystal ball from up there. Brother John Baptist who have left us. Brother Washington has come in. What do you see looking at the crystal ball?
You can assure that it has been an interesting game all day, and those two saw their side moving into higher heights, heading to the 200. But it was nice to see Joseph coming in and seeing the back of the first wicket for St. Thomas. And so far, it's a good game, it's a good, exciting game. How far will Taylor take them from here? And how far will the other players who are coming in at the moment be able to stay there and get a good total like they did get it today and give so far it's very interesting, and I'm sure with Skipper Rowe making his way early or later.
He's now there in the middle.
Making his way to the middle. He's already told us that he's ready to travel when he's traveling. Make sure that he has space for that big trophy, and he's looking forward to getting it.
I heard he traveled with an empty suitcase, especially just to put in.
Are you talking about an extra suitcase?
An extra one, yes.
That's interesting. An extra suitcase just to put that big trophy.
Well, with the youngster Lewis with his tail up as he runs past away the umpire, just about now into balls to Lesbo. Lesbo is on the back foot and get the delivery bang on target and can do no more than just to defend. This young man, I can say, he looks quite a good prospect for the future. He maybe just needs someone to, just guide him along the lines and to carry him through to become probably Leeward Islander player. As he turns in the distance.
Looked at him for a couple of games and he has been doing well so far.
With a very smooth run up, he goes past the umpire just about now. Into balls to Rose on the back foot. Turn this one fine. There's a long chase for the fielder. He comes around and he will get to it not before the batsman come back for two. So this one on leg stump. Lesbo just coming into the wicket and turning this one down to find leg for two comfortable runs.
Very good ball. Good ball and good shot, equally to the task. This one on his left and turning away, and as soon as he left it back, he knew he was off the mark and scampered for two more.
This is what, over number 19. As he goes past the umpire just about now. Into balls to row. He's driving well down the ground, but will get only one as the fielder at long off is placed to go very, very strict. And they will get one comfortable single, one more to the total.
One more to the total, and it's well placed long up and long on, waiting patiently to prevent the boundary, and so far they're doing good. Earlier on they were needed when they dropped, found out lost in two catches over there.
Here is Lewis into balls to the bottom, driving over the top, extra cover, down to the boundary for four, but picked up on the drive, and they play the ball on the up, and getting this one over the top of extra cover, down to the bottom for four, the shot. That reminds me of Peter when he used to play.
You know, it's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to watch, it's entertaining, and this large crowd here is enjoying every bit of it. But using that front foot and driving well into the cover. No man knows.
Well, Lewis once more goes past the umpire into balls to Taylor, shot and pulled away in the air. This one might not have the distance, it's not the elevation, and it just trickled over the ropes as the fielder from wide long on gives the chase, and this ball trickled into the boundary before. Did not get the timing on this one. I think it came more from the outer portion of the bat, pulling the top edge.
Yeah, he didn't get the timing that he was looking for, but before he left the bat, you could tell that he was heading towards the boundary.
Is the end of the over? Over number 19 has been completed. Scoras?
18. Two more.
18. Over number 18 has been completed. So we have two more overs to go. The score 214 runs.
214 for two. And again, Joels are looking for that total that they did score yesterday. In fact, in spite of the batsman not getting.
You're throwing on down papers too. Can't be throwing on papers out here.
Could you please bring it up first? Thank you.
214 in brilliant sunshine right here at the Big Blue Bamboo. Joseph was just about to deliver but decided against it. The wind has picked up. The sun is out in all its glory. Joseph goes past the umpire into balls to Lesmore. Lesmore is back and the ball in the air. This one has fallen into the hands of the man Webb, who did not have the present. It's not 4, it's not 6. So this one was dropped. No runs has been. No!
Signal.
I could catch it and do anything.
That's no runs.
I've already catch it and threw it in. Before you get outside, you put it in.
Well, what happened, he made contact with the ball inside. He threw it back in and did not go over the room. So, no runs resulted. As the actions continue, here is Lesmore attempting to play this one under the onside, called through by his partner, and will get home comfortably in the end. One more to the total. The previous.
I saw when he got the catch, he realized that he was stepping over the rope and was throwing it. And he didn't go back for it because realizing that he had already catched it and throw it over. And there was a possibility.
So it brings Taylor into strike. Joseph into balls to Taylor. And he's asking Alderman Lesmore to stay put. Long run. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Mr. Cyril Charles, one of the men in charge here in this tournament, the Alfred Julian Memorial Cricket Tournament in hot sunshine here at the Big Blue Bamboo. There is a ball tucked away and cannot beat the man on the 45. Brilliant filled in, and he sends his return not before the batsman crosses one though. One more to the total, takes it to 216 for the loss of 2. So today the St. Thomas team probably would restrict them about 20 or 30 runs less than they got yesterday. Harris Lesmore losing his wicket in the process as he attempts to swing this one onto the outside. Cullen is just losing his off stump. Well, you can see that they are trying to propel the score into the 250s, losing some wickets in the process. We've yet to see Paul Linton, the new batsman, going out. We're going to find out his name in a moment. So St. Thomas have taken 3 wickets so far, much belatedly in the end, but I think they are getting some momentum.
That was a loose shot from Rowe, and I have seen him, or we have seen him play a couple of those shots got out here in the past couple of games, and again going in there and not getting the score that he is dependent upon, and really they're looking to build up another total.
The new batsman, what's his name?
So Joseph doing very well, have been taken 3 wickets, and we sometimes wonder where has he been, or had the umpire or the captain employed him a little earlier. Could that be had been that
Neil Lewis?
Look at that, look at
Neil Lewis?
Yeah, Lewis, yeah.
And again caught it wrong.
You want that? So the new batsman is none other than Neil Lewis, a man with dreadlocks. He takes his guard and is ready to receive from Joseph. To this delivery, swinging and swinging hard down to the sweeper. That's Webb coming off the boundary. Not timing this one. I think he did have a good breakfast, someone said, as he was eating some crackers this morning coming into the ground. That's Neil Lewis. Lunch is already been served. You could see down on the boundary some word of advice is being given to Bonnell by one of his fans. Yes, there is a ball pitched up, driven in the air, presenting a chance, but no, I think this one has gone over, and yes, it has cleared the boundary. This one was pitched up on the batsman into the drive, lifting this one over the bench cover, and you see the onslaught continues as Taylor, 300 out, not out.
We have seen those lovely shots from Taylor over and over, even in his first game and yesterday's game, and again he's on that slot, trying to get to at least 250 or even 260 runs. But we are only in the final over.
Yes, the final over is just about to begin. But I tell you what, Mr. Washington, what it's going to take for the bowler from St. Thomas. Do St. Thomas have anyone that can take the wicket of the game? That is the question.
I still believe maybe if Joseph was being brought into the attack earlier on, there was a possibility of him getting it.
I think this one should be given some real estate over in St. Thomas, just to soften him somewhat, because St. Thomas have no answer.
Yeah, but I do not think that St. Thomas will take in St. Thomas after what he did, how he humiliated their sons in the
223?
over the second.
223 for the loss of 3. It's gonna be Lewis to bowl the last over as he's gonna move in from the.
No, that's the 19th.
That's the 20th over ball. Pitched up and the batsman into the drive misses and the ball goes through to be taken by the keeper. So this is over number 20.
It is the final over of the St. Thomas team, and it's being bowled from the Bushen.
Well, we find out that Lewis, that he's related to the West Indies manager, Ron Lewis. There is a ball, and the batsman losing his footing in the process as he attempts to pull this one onto the onside. The ball coming from the pad and ricocheted into the offside, and the batsman crossed over, so turning the strike over. to Taylor, the man who has been doing the bulk of the scoring, the score 224. This is the last over. Just about what 30 runs short of what they got yesterday. So St. Thomas was one to think that they have a chance. They batted well, given the chase and the circumstances. We watch Lewis from over wicket as he runs in towards to Taylor. To this, Taylor is driving a lift to this one, hard. I've lost it for a moment, but the fielder and long just stand up and watching this one go over as it has cleared the rope by distance. So that's about pitch up in the yard. Once more, Lewis is interesting to score to know how many. 145. He's on 145, closing on 150. So that's almost 150, 350 not out.
Yeah, but so far he's been doing good, and again I said, though it's the last over, there's a possibility that the last 13 runs that they need, they can find it out with the still in there.
There is Lewis in the balls to tell a shot, banged away, did not get the timing, and this one as it went down to mid-on, and you could see the youngsters out there. They are for a moment I thought that the return came in, but it didn't.
There was a little chat between the fieldsman and the bowler.
How many balls left? We are going to get it from those scores. How many balls left in the inning? 2 balls left in the innings. Here is Lewis as he goes past the umpire into balls to the batsman who's tugging this. Oh, I lost it for a moment as the fielder had cover. Dived to his right and could not claim the catch. Was it a catch? No. Oh, the ball came from the bounce. In the end, get one more to the total, 230. 231 it is? 231. This is the last ball of the inning as Lewis goes past the umpire into balls to Taylor, who's attempting to play this one on the outside. The ball coming from the valley, go through for a single, and they will get through in the end. And let's watch the signal from the umpire. It looks like it came from the bat. So it's the end of the over, the end of 20 overs. Myrtle Golf Cricket Club asking to bat and ending on 232 for the loss of 3.
The cordless down there.
Yeah, 232.
2 cordless.
For the loss of 3, representing a very good score. And it will take some good batting from St. Thomas to win this tournament. I know for now you would want to see that the Myrtle Cricket Club, they have one hand on this Alfred Julian Memorial Cricket Tournament. We are at the halfway stage. Some more comments from you, some more comments from Mr. John Baptist, and then before we go to DJ, so do you think that the happier side would be the Myrtle Cricket Club coming out on top?
It's early to decide the happiest club is the Turtle Club, because yesterday we saw St. Thomas come out in the middle and chase the runs. They were not capable or able to get it. Some of the reasons may have been because of how late it was, and they had already lost a couple wickets early. But it's anybody's guess. They seem to have come back with a bang earlier on. And what another presentation, what another delivery that it was with this guy getting at least another 100 here. So another good game, and we look forward in enjoying it, and we'll be back when the second turn comes around. Hello to my child and grandchild. Welcome, good to see you. It's always a pleasure. Hi, Julian.
Let me take this opportunity to big up our sponsors for this tournament: Executive Insurance, Atlantic Trucking, Virgin Island Industrial Services, Chris, Petro Industrial Solution.
We seem to go to the batsman who's driving down to mid-off, and they're gonna get one as the fielder with 39 on his back comes into the field. It looks like Williams. It also means the end of the over. So a very good over from the circumstances. It's about 5 without loss after the first over.
After the first over, 5 runs, it's a very productive over, saying that we are in the power play. And I'm sure you will agree with me that these two need to settle. It's very important that they stay there for the next 5 or 6 overs, settle themselves and try to get to the boundaries and get the run that is needed.
Well, the asking rate is 10 plus, it's about 11 actually. 11 plus runs to win this. So St. Thomas, they will, it's a big ask, it's improbable but not impossible. And if you can get it, I can get it too. That's the attitude that they would be thinking. With the sunshine, no immediate threat of rain, a bit cloud around, but we are in some beautiful weather conditions here as Mr. Callaway is making his way on the ground.
One thing about this team this afternoon, we've got beautiful weather, and I'm sure until the end of the game, we should have a good time, a good sunshine.
So it's going to be all spin attack as Williams into balls. The batsman tucking this one away into the outside. This one will go close to the boundary. The fielder from Sweden comes around. They're coming back for 2. Let's watch the return. It's a weak return, and the batsman gets it home comfortably in the end. And the fielder from deep back was a big wicket rather. Had to move some 20 meters away to his right to retrieve and send the weak return. And the batsman got 2 easy runs in the end.
Well, it was good running between the two in the middle and top up in the
There is a delivery short and making the adjustment, just playing it into the offside. The fielder, it looks like Taylor from the cover position coming in. The fielder could not prevent the run. 1 more to the total. So the score is sticking over. With that, the score has moved on to some 7 runs, I make it. 7? 8 without loss, and I think Joseph coming down to take strike from the first time. So Williams, that's what I feel for Williams. There's a third man, a point, a cover, extra cover a bit off the offside field as he comes into balls to the batsman who's tucking this down the onside, down to the mid wicket, region and goals. Close to the boundary, a very good stop by the fielder here, and they're only going to get 1. I think St. Thomas thought they would have a boundary, but with the short field here, the fielder not giving up the chase and then getting this 1 inches from the boundary.
It's hard to believe that they only got 1 run while that ball traveled through and they would have missed field.
Here is William hitting this one in the air, chance for catch, the fielder is coming in, he drops it! Oh my golly, he had ample time to get under it, and you could see that disappointment on the Myrtle Cricket Club fans as this one was a hand in the air. And the fielder, he had ample time to get under it, but when it came, some hard hands and flood this guy.
If I remember well, he did drop a catch right there, the same position yesterday. And again, looking for that vital wicket here, important wicket here for the Jewels.
There is Williams into balls to the batsman and attempting to play an expansive shot as this one goes through. To be taken by the keeper. The score 10 without loss as Williams once more into balls. The batsman moves forward and plays this one softly onto the offside. Over ends, so after some 2 overs, a slow start, but nevertheless St. Thomas, they showed some intent. 223. Your comments from you, Mr. Washington, and our next commentator gonna be Mr. Manya.
Yeah, it has been a good over so far, and keeping the batsmen contained. And like I said early on, the batsmen are looking to save their wickets, which is very important at the moment. With only 1 over having ball so far, and the score being at 7. So the second over, and the score at 7 without loss.
7?
9 runs.
All right, we're back. And we have St. Thomas batting against South Florida. Lewis comes in the ball with that. Good ball, and that come down on top of one, push there, mid-wicket, no. I tell you, St. Thomas have a good challenge here this afternoon. 232 runs, and instead of falling behind, it was like 11.6 runs for over, and so far they are 4 runs for over. So they got to step it up so we can get some excited batting here this afternoon.
Yeah, man, yeah, we continue to see good cricket out there, but at the same time, catches win matches, and we have to make note of that. We just saw Myrtle Beach, Myrtle Grove, dropped the catch. Very, very, very important catch because Doyle could be dangerous at times.
Most definitely. You know, that is a guy that plays through the line, and you put it inside. And he's out leg before, Dial one straight in the wicket, missed the ball, and was out leg before. And you were just saying to us about Dial is a dangerous batsman, but in the stand, there's no danger.
Yeah. And this is a very big blow for St. Thomas as a matter of fact, because we saw Doyle going on the bowlers yesterday after a total of 255 from Florida. Doyle went out there and had a pretty good run rate in the first 6 overs of the game yesterday. So that's a big blow for St. Thomas.
Yes, more definitely. I think right now St. Thomas has been pushed back. This is a trail over 1 wicket, 9 runs, and they were looking at 11.6 runs for over. And right now, of course, I think they're down to maybe 14 runs for over now.
Yeah. We know that Doyle has been a little weak, just like me myself, but at the same time, we acknowledge his efforts, and he's a very, very prominent batsman in the Virgin Islands. I think he captains the Virgin Islands team. Very good cricketer, has the opportunity of playing with his brother. You don't find much of that. I remember the days of Roy Marshall and Shane Marshall and all these good sportsmen in Dominica. Doyle has the opportunity of playing with Sammy, who's his brother.
Alright, and Sammy is the one that just kept the crease. I think it's like 4 balls bowled. Sammy will be receiving from the Lewis.
Very good cricketer as well.
Lewis comes into Sammy. And that one a sharp ball, and Sammy tried to punch that one to the inside, offside, and didn't make contact. And Sammy, I remember we have a wicket keeper behind the stump, so he can't take no chances stepping out of that piece.
But Mandy, someone has to take the game in hand. Someone has to step up for the St. Thomas team.
Well, like I said, someone has to step up, but not until they start hitting the ball, we can see who's going to step up. So right now, South Florida is on top. Right now with the bowling, so we're missing too much. We need to make contact with those balls so we can get a single at least.
Yeah, you're right about that. But we got guys like Collins, who's out there. Collins is a big hitter of the ball as well. And so we're just hoping for the best for these 2 batsmen out there.
But of course, the best is what we can always hope for. But St. Thomas, South Florida, look like they come here to take this trophy back to Miami. Miami never have Fort Lauderdale. To Fort Lauderdale, but we're going to try and keep it here in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, I joked about that earlier on throughout the tournament. I said if the tournament, the trophy was supposed to go somewhere, I would rather go just across the borders over on St. Thomas rather than going over to Florida, but I guess it is what it is.
It's kind of tight. Oh my goodness, on the final one on the outside, over in the ball forward. And that's 4-2 total.
Yeah, that's good batting, good shot from Paulo. Like I said, we know him, he's very prominent, he's a very big hitter of the ball. He showed good cricket skills throughout the years, so let's hope the best for him.
Alright. Williams on the bush. Williams up to big batting. back to no harm done.
We continue to acknowledge the efforts of the organizers. I don't want to call any names to miss out on anyone, but it's been good efforts to make sure that we have this lovely environment out there for cricket in the Virgin Islands.
Yes, folks, I must say, it's a step up we have here at we can't say the Blue Bamboo now, we have to say the Alfred Julian cricket ground. It's a big step up, and I tell you, the only thing left for you to do now is to hold the field.
But it's still blue, you know, because you're seeing the scene out there, it's a lot of blue out there.
You know, in the Caribbean, any height to get in the lookout, it got to be blue water.
No, but you gotta acknowledge the colors of the Solution flag flying out there. It's blue.
Oh yes, I didn't see the item for them. Good Peter flag. All right, and we're back here live and both. What the hell is the name? What the call like anyway?
South and North.
Oh, you name it yet?
Just give the sound and then. This is the Alfred.
William once again coming in the ball to dive, not dive to Sammy. The one is up and Sammy comes down on it, didn't get it good. Ball went through on the inside and pick up 1-1. That pushed the total up now to around 18 for the last of 1 wicket in the bottom of the 4th over.
Very slow start for St. Thomas. I knew at that time, yesterday, these guys were clicking. It was Doyle out there, and he was showing a good effort out there. But unfortunately, he went early today. Sorry about that. But let's hope, like I said, someone picks up the mantle and take it from there.
Yes. We have a guy, Sammy, out there, and Sammy looked like he wanted to take the challenge to South Florida here this afternoon, looking for a big total.
Yeah, man, yeah, because we got to consider 232 runs in any level of cricket is a lot of runs. Runs on the board is runs on the board. That's a lot of runs to score.
Especially for a T20 game.
Right about that.
Coming into the 5th over from the Alfred Julian end. Goal. And up to the bottom, Sammy come down and stroke that one to the power and pick up 1-2-1.
Yeah, I kept saying earlier on, reading my commentaries, my comments, I kept saying that the whole field was so slow compared to the 2 previous days. I'm realizing I must have been drunk last night. My wife told me that so much rain fell whilst we were partying, so I realized that the scrums are saturated and it slows down that boundary.
Yes, but the outfield, you gotta knock it through the boundary and not like over and through the boundary to one job. Coming through is very slow because of the weather we have been for the Easter weekend. Friday a little rain, Saturday a little rain, and this morning we still get another little rain.
Yeah, rightly said. We got to get over the ropes. The guys got to go and get to the maximum to be able to reach that total today.
Most definitely. And the bowlers of them are really containing the batsman, making them work for their money, and they're not really making contact with the ball, so no one is scoring.
Right about that. Mr. Washington, you're sitting there. What are your comments about?
So far, it's been going very slowly but surely. But like I said, they didn't start until that's what I think they're doing at the moment. I mean, it's only 20 overs, but the best that they can get early on to make it easier for you as they come from the line, and later on in the game, you will be looking to lift your hand over the boundary and over the ropes to get the strong way.
Well said, Mr. Washington. And I tell you, St. Thomas really have to pick it up at this time. This is the 5th over, and into the...
Up and down, man. Up and down, man. How is the old movement so slow?
22, get 2 for now, push the score up to 24, the last of 1 wicket in the middle of the 5th over. And like you say, Mr. Watson, Mr. Post, you know, for these guys to really get to that total, they gotta get the ball over the rope and not in the rope. All these shots in the rope just killing them.
Yeah, you're right about that because, well, sports on the whole has evolved and there are a lot of nerves out there, you understand? But every dot ball creates more pressure on the batsman and it's to the advantage of the bowling team. So what's about going out there is that batsmen have to be mentally capable of suspending such pressures because such pressures could be very detrimental to your innings.
Yes, I must say that's a good thing, and sometimes you gotta be careful with your last and the early wicket. Hope that Colin and Sammy could push the score along at least at the 10th over. We want to see at least 110 runs on the board. So in the last 10, there's only 120 to get.
Well, it's very slow start for St. Thomas. They are already losing 1 wicket and they are in the 5th over.
The 6th over. It's the 6th over.
The 6th over, and they are not getting the progress which they needed. So we are in the 6 overs gone. So in the 6 overs, the power play should be gone. And get more boundaries they needed.
All right, like I said, we need to get the ball over the rope, St. Thomas, and I think we are contender for this game. Through the rope is going to help you.
Yeah, man, on another note, we were seeing Bob is coming in, and he is a man who scored over 400 runs, I think, over 300 runs in his tournament. So Bob is about to show his skill on the ball as well. Myrtle the all around.
Look like he's going to be caught. And he's dropped. Like I said, catching in the game. These guys, I don't know if they need to get some flour, but they need to get some baseball, some flour. There's a lot of gators out there. They need some of them big things on their hand to catch the ball. Oh my goodness, a straight ball and Colin is bowling.
I know where you play, what kind of
You back the wrong gas. I could have put some forward like this. They are already less 2 wickets.
Yes, Marshy. We've seen the loss of Paulo, another prominent Centropian batsman, and we know that he is dangerous. He was one of the guys who could have taken the game into his hands, but unfortunately he's gone. So he's gone, and Doyle is gone. This is a big blow for St. Thomas.
Well, St. Thomas finding himself in what we would call more than a spot of butter. So we losing some 2 wickets with the score on 29, as you say.
Merv, just, I don't want to cut the shot, but we're seeing a bit more than one squad, a lot of hundreds out here. We're hoping, yesterday I think we went without scoring, but we're hoping that he himself could take charge of this game and bring it home for St. Thomas.
Well, we wish you best of luck. As you say, you won the trophy and the money to stay there. 3,500 up for grabs, Mr. John Baptist. And at the moment, 2,500 is in the hands of the foreigner club. Are you going to give them all?
It looks like definitely their points for you.
Well, the folks from St. Thomas And they traveled here, they came here with a big heart. And it's winner takes all. As we see Taylor, he was just about to deliver. And the man wasn't comfortable with something. He walked down the wicket and he's going to have a chat with the umpire, saying something to the umpire. As you could hear the buzz in the crowd, Mr. John Baptist. It's a much anticipated. It's a big contest between St. Thomas. We saw blood was drawn yesterday. Myrtle being on top today, plus batting first again, getting a big score. So Banner, he taps away for the bowler as he comes into the ball to the batsman. He's forward and pushing back along the track for the bowler to field. He also brings the end of the over. So after somewhat 6 overs, 6 overs gone, 29. St. Thomas is behind the 8 ball. What do you think it takes for St. Thomas to get out of this hole?
Well, it looks like St. Thomas will have to get a batsman to go out there and then hit some boundaries. That's the only way I think they can get away from that game.
We have the experts. Mr. Abraham is going to come in.
Yeah, one comment, I was just asked by Mr. Washi why is Peter Vipers not playing the finals, and I want to acknowledge the intentions of the organizers. We know that there was a little default in communication.
We're going to call you.
And for the good sake of cricket, Peter Vipers stepped down and they've given the opportunity to St. Thomas and Florida to play that final. That's good. That's good faith.
We're gonna get Cyril Charles up in the commentary booth in a moment. Thank you, Mr. Abraham, for the comments, and good luck as we'll be calling on you as we go down before the rest of the afternoon. But in the meantime, the action is gonna continue. It's gonna be the man Thompson with the ball in hand as the sun is just about going down a little further west, but it's very much with us. As the action is going to continue in row, making some final adjustment to the field. It's going to be Thompson to take up the attack, as he's going to move into balls to Sammy. And to this delivery, Sammy is forward and just opening the face of the bat, wanting a run. He was not the non-striker wanted a run, but the striker was not interested. And I think we're having a suicide run.
Yeah, definitely there was no run. Definitely would be a special run.
Thompson, over the wicket comes up on balls to Sammy, shot and hit away in the air, over the head of short cover. And they're going to get one, not timing as well. And I think they had a possibility of a second, but Sammy not interested in the second run. He played the shot, the ball run down from the mid of the back as he would have liked, and he got second run.
Well, he missed the ball, he went for the shot, but fortunately for him, it went over the man.
So, the enterprise of St. Thomas is here. He wants to make a stamp on this tournament. That's the man who's been taking strike as he took this one down to long on. The fielder comes off the boundary to do the fielding. That's Myrtle. He's up the mark with one more to the total. Takes it to 32 for the loss of 2. St. Thomas 32 for the loss of 2. 7 overs, still early days yet. 200 runs to go, about 190 to go. You think with 13 overs left is much of a challenge. Here is the batsman opening the face of the bat. They go cool for a quick single. The return is a rather weak return. And the batsman getting comfortable in the end. We'll go back with Abraham. Abraham had left us. I thought he was gone, but he's very much back with us.
No, I'm here, and we continue to see the people mounting and coming. I think we should be at a total of maybe 7,000 right now.
And the crowd keep on building. That's good for St. Croix cricket. Harris Thompson as he comes into balls to Banner, who swing this one away. This one has gone well over the boundary. And making good contact this time on the pads and lifting this one over the wicket for 6 as we welcome Brother Washington.
Beautiful shot. That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was about to talk about. The way Thomas folks are playing, it looks looked like we were playing one day, and I was wondering how were they going to get to 200 plus if they were to go on the defense even at this time. It's true that they do not want to lose the game, but it's important to win a 20 or 10 over that you go for the shot and catch it. It was nice to see us lifting that one over the long one.
So after 10 overs, you think they would want to be at least 90, just 40 distance away from the half, and in the last 10 maximum to win this. So it's Alfred, Julian in the Julian tournament. And so far, you can clearly see that the Myrtle they have one hope on this 2500 plus the trophy.
And it's so true that if you are looking to win this game, you are looking to be a winner. At the end of 10 overs, you are looking for at least 100 runs or 90 something runs to be able to chase them to the road of
the ball is back. Harris Brunel again, play this one in the air. A chance for catch. The fielder is London. Will he take the catch? He fumbles, but yes, he holds on. Oh, that's a magnificent catch. Brunel going for a big hit over the wicket. And this one, the fielder fumbling somewhat, but he had the presence of mind to keep his eyes on the ball and make this catch from the. That's a good catch from the fielder at backward.
And we have to consider Bicho is an imported player from New York, and he took a very, very good catch. I know that Bicho loves cricket, and he came out there and he's making a good showcase of himself out there.
Well, that's what, when you travel, you pay money, that's what you want to do. You want to showcase the talent. You want to put yourself on show. We have been broadcast live here by TVN, Cricket Power Play, and this podcast is brought to you all over right here on YouTube. So if you just go to the link, it is TVN Cricket Power Play. You could see yourself as the cameraman is going around and show the crowd of 7,000 plus continue to build in. You think we're going to get to the 10,000 line? 10,000
and you will understand, and you leave New York and you leave the state and you come across to the Caribbean to play cricket. When you get back, the families are going to ask you, what did you do? And there is something that you talk about. I scored 100, I took a catch, a beautiful catch, and so much more. At this moment, I want to say welcome to everyone who has made it possible to be here at the Blue Bamboo. Some of you have been here Sunday after Sunday. Some of you have been here for the first time. And I want to say special welcome to Shanika, special welcome to Grace, special welcome to Brother Etienne. Welcome to the Blue Bamboo. Do enjoy every minute.
Yes, it's a very much a picturesque ground, a kaleidoscope of colors with all the flags of the Caribbean here.
And Merz, I'm realizing that the cameraman is taking his shots from all over on the side, but we got millions and thousands of persons on the left as well, which is not able to take.
And the batsman coming forward and playing his ball softly onto the offside. The score remains on 38 for the last of 3. It is going to be Taylor with his tail up as he comes into both the batsman. Yet again forward, bits the ball, but cannot beat the fielder who's coming across from the field as the sun continues to blaze down here on us at the big Blue Bamboo ground. We are pregnant with sunshine. Yes, we were missing the sunshine for a couple of days. Here is the delivery turned on to the onside. One more to the total. Takes the score into the 40s. To continue with the comments, we had some inconvenience weather. I must say, kudos and hats off to the gentlemen who went out there and they put a big hat into it and made it get possible.
It's a different game, and a different game it has been. We saw the players are all working so hard, and what a good day.
Here is the ball played into the outside. They go for he was thinking about getting one as the bowler. Feeling of his own bowling and prevent any possibility of a run. The score reads on 39 for a loss of 3. So St. Thomas in more than a sort of bother as Taylor moves in to bowl to Webb. Webb is forward, picking outside the off stump, and the keeper not correcting clearly. I think this one pitch just a simple stump, but just moving away. It looks like the wrong one. I think, but for
you're correct about that, but Berg also take notice. We've realized that the game is slowly taken away from St. Thomas right now.
There is Taylor into balls to Webb, back across and dabbing this one into the offside. We'll get a single on this occasion as this one is played into the offside. Muller comes across on the filling. Is the end of the over, and after some 8 overs, St. Thomas just in a tackle of 223 way behind of the 8 man, moving at the pace of an African slave. And I don't think they're going to get anywhere. They're not tackle of 223.
Way behind. If you remember the words of Mario Mohed, you usually say 1-1 pull the basket as long as you do it together. But in this case, 1-1 will not pull the basket because we have a shortage of time here at the topic of overs, a limited amount of 1-1.
Well, he says
you made mention of Mario Mohed, but
let's go downstairs.
Orange pass bucket. With the orange bucket too. It's 5,000 tickets for 10. And you have a chance to win a free ticket to St. Thomas. And also some tax, I would say tax free, but now it's free money. Over to me.
Thank you, Colinago. As the action continues, Harry Thompson into balls to the batsman who's attempting to cut this one, and this one coming from the gloves of the keeper. It will be interesting to see the signal from the umpire as he moves away. So that was a chance, and it lured the keeper as this one goes by. 42 for a loss of 3. Harry Thompson from the pavilion into balls to Webb. Webb is driving, but cannot beat the man at shot me down. That's Muller in the way and no runs resulting. Colinago, the 50-50 raffle, and let the folks know what's going on. It's a chance to win more than support cricket. Harry's Webb driving and beating the ball at this time. I think he got a hand to it. This one comes down too long off, and one more to the total as the sun comes down. Brother Abraham, we've seen 3 days of cricket here on St. Croix. We normally have our fun days, but today 3 days of cricket. What do you make of this last 3 days?
We continue to applaud the efforts of the Peter Vipers and associates, and we have to acknowledge the efforts. It's been a wonderful weekend. I think I gained maybe about 4 hours of sleep for these 3 days, and I could say, man, we got to acknowledge the efforts of these guys out there.
The batsman driving loosely outside the offside, the ball was through to be taken by the keeper. We'll be back with that as Thompson continues from the pavilion into balls, the batsman was driving, and this time finding the field that long off, who comes across, and we beat the well, he waited, not basically he made the approach, and when the third game went to pick up, this one went right between his grasp, and into the corner for 4.
And every misspelling here this afternoon would go good with the St. Thomas team. And looking for boundaries, it's not possible. Though I feel from here that the bowling is not as perfect as it ought to be. But yet, not using your pad, not using the correct shot, they are not capable of getting the ball to the boundary. But are able to take singles and ones and twos. And so it's good to see they can beat a batsman and over the road.
Yes, folks, the 50-50 chance is going around. And we have the likes of Mr. Justin and Mr. Peter Ogis. There are 3 chances to win. We have 2 chances with a 50-50. And also they are including a round trip to St. Thomas where they're going to stay at the hotel. Harry's Taylor into balls to to the batsman web, when we stand this one into the onside. And we go through easy single, one more to the total, 48, I make it 48 for the loss of 3. As we welcome back Mr. Mania to the comments chair. Mr. Mania, were you here for the past 2 days?
Yes, I hear all the days.
You've been here all the days, and it's about June into the offside, one more to the total. So for the first 3 days, Mr. Mania, what is your take on this tournament there so far?
Well, I tell you, this gives me a feeling when for the Sanford started in 2020 in Antigua. You know, all the flags around the field, make it, you know, Caribbean-ish. And, you know, it's a good thing. And, you know, we come out and enjoying this lovely scenery here this afternoon and getting some good cricket.
The white ball outside your son was shown to be taken by the keeper. Still, continue with the attack as he comes into balls to Webb off the back foot. And play this one down to Command. The return comes in, beats the keeper and have to be backed up onto the onside. This one was played to the fielder cover. He came in and sent his return, eluding the keeper, but back was comfortably home in the end. With that takes the score to 49. Is it 52? Oh my God, the 50 is up without nothing. So St. Thomas is on 52 as Taylor comes into ball to the batsman who is getting the ball bang on target and couldn't do no more than just to defend as he plays this one back along the track. Well, Mr. Manyo, I regard your expertise. You're going to come in after this over. Taylor moves into ball to the batsman outside the off-stump wide for that signal. What do you think Central Cricket is going at this moment? Manyo.
Yes. All right. Another ball in from Williams and no strike.
Yes.
And I tell you, St. Thomas right now, they need another 130 runs, 22 runs or so. And 82 runs, we need to really step it up so we can get some excitement in the ending of this week. I know they want to bat all 20 overs, but you know, you got to play to win.
You have to play them tomorrow for the
Yeah, but
Sammy get back and push that one on the inside and picks up right there by time and no one. This is the top of the 10th over and it's 52 runs for the last I think it's 3 wickets down, 52 runs, 10 over, and they needed another 180 runs or so to bring this one home.
So it's the end of 10 overs. We are at the halfway stage, so the ground staff is going to go on the field to refresh the players. In the meantime, in between time, we're going to be entertained here by none other than St. Croix #1 DJ, GJ Shiva.
you lose more wickets.
last year in Tampa, and when you pick up that wood. The one that we used for this game. Yeah.
I'm not saying Tampa didn't play with it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but what I'm saying, there's nobody here. That's what I'm saying. Nobody. I don't matter. Nobody.
Hey, if I can't calculate it, he can't calculate it. That's mathematician.
I know, but I know. I'm saying no even the game, the last game, the guy played. Because you abandonment. You have to share the people. We have to share the point. After 6 you already start to score. But if the man comes and takes 4, 3,
They put it in your system to the computer and you put the work on a point.
Yes. We are back here right at the Blue Bamboo Alfred Julian World Cricket Tournament. And so far, looking at Sunflower, they got the handle right now. Our Virgin Island team, St. Thomas, we have done 181 from 10 overs. Guys, as you know, that is 18 months over. And we got knock at least 3 6, 2 6 and 2 boundary in every over in order to get close to the total. And so far, the folks down the board have been keeping the ball away from the batsman, and they're only picking up 1s and 2s. Coming from the Alfred. Short ball outside the off but fired that one, didn't make contact, no score. Another dot ball, every dot ball is detrimentary to the St. Thomas team. And hit the one, 2 covers, man sweeper, picked it up and rolled across 1-1. That pushed the score up now to 53 runs for the last of 3 wickets, and then the middle of the 11th over, and he misses again. Another dot ball.
Tomorrow again.
Coming in from the memorial. Ball to Sammy, and Sammy flashes outside the arm. Didn't make contact. Moves to the keeper. The ball is getting small. I don't know what these guys have to drink, but the ball is getting small. I can't see. Should be out. Oh my goodness! And he's dropped straight to the ball, to the field man, and he was just dreaming about it. As I told you earlier, these guys from South Florida, they need to feel with that baseball minting in their hand so they can actually catch the ball.
It was a easy catch.
Good ball. And at the end of the 11th over, and the score now is 15-4 for the last of 2 wickets. I'm going at the top of the 12th over, and look like St. Thomas is in a whole lot of trouble. We want to say good afternoon to all the fans, all the guys down there on the vodka tent. I want to see you guys get up and move, go to the bar, buy some drinks, and over there on the field stand. You know, we need to support this function. This guy's putting on a good show for us here this afternoon.
It looks like Thomas the way they are batting, they look like is very well. And then they're not getting the ball away. They're not getting the boundaries. It looks like they will not get the ball.
That's a good shot by Sam right over the line and down the 6-1. That's the attitude these batsmen gotta get in the next 8 overs. This is the top of the 10th over, and we need some action to get satisfaction.
Well, for them to get close to that total, they have to hit about 460.
No ball in that 7.
But that was a good shot we played there. It was a good shot.
All over the
Alright, once again coming from the bush end.
How you mean?
Meet you.
Oh, go ahead. All right. Yes, once again, coming to both sides. Sammy get that to pitch the ball and drive that one out to the long hand boundary and then pick up 1-1. Good batting by Sammy. Who was Webb and Webb. Who? Platt. Webb. That's Webb. Webb or Platt? This guy is the spider guy. We call him Webb. Former captain of the Virgin Island cricket team. I tell you, the Virgin Island used to have an awesome team to play in the Leeward Island tournament back in them days. They got some awesome players.
Is it Terence Webb right there?
Yes. Terence Webb batting with the man, Sammy. And don't forget we got the man Hawkins out there playing for the South Florida team. He was one of the Stanford 2020 man of the match. And you guys know 2020 cricket started in Antigua at the Stanford ground. So Virgin Island is no visitors to this thing. We did this thing long time.
Hawkins is named
Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick announcement. On Saturday, the actions continue at the Leatherback Ground. We're going to have some 10-ball action for those who are interested in playing football. We're going to have 10-ball cricket. And this thing will be broadcast live all over the internet. So we have action at the Leatherback Ground. We come this Saturday. It's at 3 p.m. So all those who are interested, we have to make your way over there. Nonetheless, if the action continue here at the big blue bamboo ground, we're going to go around the ground to interview a few spectators to let them know the thoughts on this competition so far. First coming in hand is going to be Mr. President Zentani. It will be his thoughts on what has been going on around here. President Zentani. Oh, we have the right member. Oh, how is in the ground here. We have Mr. How as Mr. Peter Mancha. Good afternoon to you, sir. Welcome to St. Thomas. You will be coming at the right from St. Thomas. So what is St. Thomas team? The St. Thomas team is a spot of brother here. We're going to get back to you, Peter. But we go to Mr. Secretary. The cricket has been going on for the past 3 days. And we're going to have to interview Mr. Jacob. We're going to have to He's going to tell us his thoughts on what has been happening so far.
Still doing his thing? Still doing his thing? He's still interviewing people down there. We're back here live. Number 21 coming to move the sun. Oh my goodness, and he stepped forward and drive with that one. Didn't make contact. I think what is happening here.
Raw, we have always done a brilliant job behind the wicket and almost stunned him out. And this one is cracking and cracking down to the covers and the scamper for one, and I think that's how we'll get.
5. They did 2-1 behind.
65 is the score.
Scoreboard.
For
Right? Yeah, they're 2-1 behind.
how many wickets?
4.
65 for 4. And this one is just gliding it. And they run one. They could have taken a second one, but run the first run slowly and were satisfied with that one. So about 63. Maybe 65. 65 for 3.
What I'm fighting, what stupid is that?
65 for 3. As you count in on this one, you call in, and they will give it the punishment that it deserves, but on to the long boundary, and they scamper for another single to one more to the total. And the total moves to 66. 66 at the end of the 12th over. And after 12 overs, St. Thomas taking a total of 232, 66 for 3.
Yes, okay, St. Thomas really have to step it up. I guess they're just backing out the 20 over. Okay, in the last 2 over, we only see one boundary within a 6 runs, and there was at that time 18 runs for over to bring this one home. We need around 4 boundaries for over so we can get this thing cracking.
Yeah, and another what?
7 over there.
Another 7 overs and down the runs.
170.
Think of it now. Another 7, this one on the back foot, and we will get runs here. I think he's satisfied with a single.
That's a running run, son.
And one more to the total. Total moves to 68 for 3. It comes in right arm over, and again beats the way the keeper roll, and the scamper for 1 run.
63. 7 over.
1 back.
All right, we need 163 runs from 7 overs. And that is Myrtle Gordon. And Myrtle showed that one in. He comes down on top of it and puts it over the ball and straight back to 4. No one more.
Again, that was a beautiful shot, and waited for it patiently and just lifted to the side screen on the long boundary for 4 runs.
4 runs. And Myrtle once again coming in the ball. I hit that one over cover and pick up 1 run. Slice shot, looking to put it 2 covers, they got right between cover and lock mid off. And they pick up 1 run. Once again, come the ball to the web. And the web and slap the one, good shot by the web, right to point. And they pick up 1, the guy they couldn't hold on to it. 1-1 to the total. Big experience bowler coming the ball to Sam. And that's a sharp one. Mother trying to bowl one, and maybe looking for the left from that one, but the one that moves hit his toe, and they pick up 1-1.
Yeah, and he's bringing up that ball towards the basket.
I have here one of the St. Thomas All-Star players, the enterprising Brunel.
Hey, what's
I'm going to interview for Shagwan Brunel. When do you think that things went wrong for your team? You came here expecting to put a stop on this tournament, but you fall short somehow. Tell us what you think went wrong.
Alright, looks like we have a change of ball in here. Don't forget the man Hoggins. Hoggins was the captain of the Virgin Island team in the T20 contest in the Sanford in Antigua. That was back in the early 90s, I think, right?
Yeah, I remember those days, and everybody was to the television looking at this game and was exciting. It was a big money game. Well spoken about.
But so far it's
Started out 2020.
I can say that we're not back to proper.
All right, the way back, comments on the pavilion and hold to some. And this one going down the leg side and some push up one off the pad and pick up 1-1. Good batting by the guy, Sammy.
We are in the potting program.
Release of water.
One ball being and again it's cricket, lovely cricket here at the Blue Bumble.
Yes, a hobbies of the Alfred. Hold the web. Or the one outside the arm stump and get back and punch it into the turf and the man had one picked up and only 1-1. I tell you, these guys, I don't know, like, who said they were drinking something? The ball is getting smaller so they can't actually see the bigness of the ball. And that's a full one.
You have that shot in your
shot.
It
was
on the boundary even before it left the bat. Beautiful shot down into the long on boundary and bring the total to 83. 83 for 3.
Yes, we were getting close to that total and it's going to be mass in the place this afternoon when St. Thomas knocked with 231.
Hawkins again. Look like 4 more. Beautiful stop and the scamper for 2 more.
Well, that feeling there, people jump catch or save bomb. I want to be batting when he's feeling. Oh my goodness, Sammy, come down and I want. That's a 2-1. It was a simple one. Whoever's not interested, okay, let's take the single. I think this might be the last ball for one of Hawkins coming from the Alfred end to bowl to Webb. Hawkins once again. Oh, good ball, and Webb just come forward and one push it into mid wicket and picked up another single. But at least the spectators are getting some good cricket here this afternoon, seeing the centre batsman getting behind the ball, stroking the ball, but they're not getting the ball.
Just a minute as we go through let's say Thomas Cup. We're gonna try to find someone who's willing to make it happen here. Yes, we're gonna pick this one. Good afternoon, sir, and tell us what's on the plate.
Hawkins open bat. Hawkins open ball.
You part of the St. Thomas Cup here. What do you think champions are winning the game?
Yes, so we're back on the top of the 15th over. We have the man Myrtle coming from the bushes. And Myrtle once again coming to bowl to Webb.
You want it now?
Go ahead, Myrtle coming in to bowl to Webb.
That was yours.
There's an outside the Alstars. I'm looking at Myrtle action. I don't know if he can the ball, back of the hand leg break, or if he just swinging his arm, pulling the ball from center to left.
Yeah, it look like it's looking to bring in the googly or the back of the hand. And this one drives and drives well.
Yes, and welcome forward and not the one on the inside out to the inside boundary, long arm inside boundary, and a pick up 1-1. And Sally once again to receive from Myrtle. Myrtle coming from the bush, going to Sally. That's a short ball. Sally doesn't get back and punch it out to the long arm boundary again to pick up 1 more. But like we said earlier, we need the ball to go through the hole.
Yeah, I think it's very important that we go through.
We have the captain of the St. Thomas team here, Yes, sir, good
No, everyone.
Well, you will get to us at the same thing. The Myrtle cricket
Give me a 6 and a half, man. Make it look pretty. You're long enough. Give me a 6 and a half. Don't give no star. But keep the young man in the back. Let me run.
What do you want to say? St. Thomas, this game is prevented and seeing you in this position. What do you want to say, in fact, supporting your work, St. Thomas?
How many were done?
This is a 15 ball.
17 ball.
I wish you all the best.
91 and 17.
18 to 1. 17 ball.
87 for 3.
Alright, so we see Hawkins once again coming from the Alfred end to bowl to Sam. And that's a good ball, and Sammy just gave himself in the room, push it in the wicket, and pick up 1-1. I tell you, it's going to be mass in the area this afternoon in the next 2 overs.
Hawkins seems to be keeping the batsmen contained, and as he moves away, one more ball. He didn't know anything about this one. I'm looking for a wild sweep, and didn't make contact. One more to the total, and one more ball.
Like the professionals say, if you can't make the run, make the ball all the over. Don't get out. Make the team ball all the over if you can't get to the total. Oh, I tell you, you look like you're doing hot. And he's caught, and Sammy's caught, and the alarm boundary. And that's another,
This one,
St. Thomas losing that wicket.
he went for a wild swing and seemed to have gotten it from the middle of the bat, and it looked like it was sailing over the long road, but the fieldsman moving across to his right took a beautiful catch and see the back of another player for St. Thomas. So St. Thomas has lost their 4th wicket with the total on 92.
Alright, don't forget, you get your 50-50 ticket. The guy down there, that's mine. Don't forget to pick up your 50-50 ticket. I think they say you got 3 chances to win today. You go win a room in St. Thomas, you go win 50-50 of the money, and another 50-50 of the money.
The signal is on the wall. 6:27.
The writing is on the wall. As we go for a short musical break, DJ Shiba come in. Thank you, DJ Shiba. Hawkins goes past the umpire into to the batsman who's forward and over the face of the bat. We get a single. This one has gone down to a cover region. One more to the total. They are inching away into the 100. They are 94.
94?
After some 7 overs, so they are about to climb the Blue Mountains of St. Croix as the delivery driven into the onside bit made on as the fielder from the normal comes into the fielding. One more to the total. That's Webb driving powerfully but cannot get the boundary. One more to the total. 95 degrees. 95 as the Myrtle Grove Cricket Club has firm control. We see Hawkins into to the batsman. This one is bang on target and play this one back along the track for the bowler to pick up his own bowling. It's the end of the over. So after some 17 overs, pitching a target of 223, we have 94 for the Alstars. 4 wickets. cricket.
It doesn't really matter what you may have seen, but I think I saw Chantimura with the pink umbrella in the crowd, and she says it's not over until it's over. Whatever she means by that, I'm not too sure. But she said it's not over until it's over. There may be another 100 coming once to get there, and anything can happen. We know who's going to be doing.
There is Mula into balls to Webb, where he's dabbing this one into the onside, no single. The score remains on 94 for the loss of what, 7? 95 for the loss of 4. Mula on the scoreboard. There is Mula into balls. Webb was advancing and driving powerfully down to long off. The fielder looks like Thompson in the way and sends his return back to the bowler. 96 for the last of 4 over number 18. So they have them by the scruff of the neck as they are strangling the All-Stars from St. Thomas as the batsman takes his guard in some glorious sunshine here at the Big Blue Bamboo St. Croix. Here is the batsman checking the shot over the top, down to long on. They will go for one, and he's showing some disappointment. You think he would have gone all the way with this shot. This one down to long on for one. One more to the Mr. Manio as we close in the curtains down on this tournament. I know you have a lot more to say than you have said. Here is the keeper, takes the veils off as the batsman is well grounded. Mr. Manio, Mania, I could say Mania, as we close the curtains on this one. This is a very good tournament. I think St. Croix can pick something away. What do you think is the most essential thing that has happened throughout the tournament?
Well, I'll tell you, most important, we get some cricket play because the weekend is kind of dreary. Easter weekend, we get to wait every show every morning. We have to start on the late. But regardless of that, we still come out and get some good cricket. And so far, the St. Croix team didn't really make it to the final, but we see some good cricket from the St. Croix team also.
Tap the way to the outside, no damage on. The end of the over, the end of 19, the end of 18. Mr. Mania, I think cricket has won. Regardless who goes away with the money, regardless who goes away with the trophy, St. Croix has won. And I think what they have won is to show that the people and we could have cricket right here at the big group of home for money private and also to gain the interest of the youth. They are coming in to watch it.
Yes, more definitely right. We need to get some more youth involved in the cricket here in St. Croix because, in order for anything to survive, we got to have youth. We are old cricketers and we are still out there trying to make it happen, but we need some performance from you.
But the instinct is back coming forward and bringing some softly on the outside. Don't want to something. I think St. Thomas have already surrendered. We know the target is beyond the means and we are not going for the target. We're showing the class and potential. We've seen so much talent. Do you think when you said you were there for the past 4 days and come back to you and someone down the onside, turn away to the onside, they go for one. So Mr. Mania, you were there. You have seen what happened.
Yes.
Your pick on the day of the tournament so far.
There's no problem with the tournament. We have to batsman and make a 200 and come back and make another 100 and get a couple wickets in the bowling department. I think if the guys and girls who picked this guy for the MVP of this tournament, they cannot overlook that now.
Yes, as the batsman, everybody will think about the bowlers. We've had significant contribution from all sides, from all teams. We've had good bowlers from all around. So who's your pick for the best bowler for the tournament?
I don't know who to say who's the best bowler so far for the tournament because all these guys
bowling
a lot of 6 and 4 and 6 and 4 and I really have to check the score to see the average, so I can't really make a good judgment.
Julian's clean bowling. Webb as well came forward. And this ball coming into the off stump. Webb goes. Another wicket for the Myrtle Cricket Club. And like the conversation continued so far, we say it's an easy pick for the batsman. But for the bowlers, they went to the Swans of the batsman. There must be someone who's put up their hand and they ball well. We have contribution coming in from Thompson. We had Evans from the pickup helpers. We had all players from the Destroyers and the other team in St. Thomas. We had some good bowling efforts so far.
Yeah, I must say, this one is a difficult one to take in the bowling department. We basically don't have to go on the amount of overs runs and an average, because all the bowlers here from Friday to today, Sunday, get a lot of licks.
Well, the sun continued to blaze up there on the big blue bamboo ground as we come down to the curtains of this Alfred Julian Memorial Cricket Tournament. The funds are very much with us. Peter is going around the ground. We could see the spectators, they are locked in as the batsman coming forward and play this one into the offside. No runs resulting. The score remains 96 for the last of 5. What do you think about the support, the crowd? What are you going to say to the people? They have come here in large numbers to support this tournament.
Yes, I must say, this is the biggest crowd we've seen here at the Blue Bamboo, the Alfred Julian Memorial Cricket Tournament in a long time. You know, the drive-in has been since the start of the cricket here. Always get a good crowd. I must say, this weekend is exceptional. We have a very, very good crowd here.
That's a boundary, and 100 is up for the St. Thomas team, getting over the landmark. They've reaching 100 for the last of 5, over number 19 that's completed. So we have one more over to go on this Alfred Julian tournament, and it has been decided, you could say, as Mr.
Hello, where you go?
No, you say, right? If you can make the runs, make the fielder feel all 20 overs.
May I just say, it has been a great day, it has been a great weekend.
Speak up to the mic.
We have always looked forward for times like this. For the past couple of days or couple of weeks, I have not been able to be here because I have been caught up in another competition, and that is pool. But thanks to Easter Sunday, Easter weekend, there is no tournament on the island at the moment, and so we were free, and I was able to get that time to come out here and not just enjoy but carry for you alongside good and quality commentators enjoying a wonderful day. It has been a good weekend, a good day, and
everyone in the air. Coming up the boundary. This was picture next time. That's one. Hitting this one in the air. The Finland's a bit deep. There's one drop some 15 meters in front of them. One more to the people, so the field change for the offender as he comes into the batsman. Into the outside. One the single. There's a fielder at one leg. He runs to count in. The sun remains on 105. Without for the rest of 5. There is Muller, that's James Richardson into balls. To the batsman who's going for a big drive. And the ball coming from the bar. As we welcome Mr. Singh, we've been asking for you for a very long time. Finally making your way into the commentary booth. We're going to come back to you. There he is. The batsman attempting to advance on his outside. Running down the field for no reasons at all. You don't do that with bro. And he goes down the track. back and listening and it's out top. So Thomas was in the 6th wicket with a score on 105 on 6. So welcome Mr. Singh, welcome to the commentary booth. How are you feeling at the moment, Mr. Singh?
Well, thanks for having me. Well, thanks for having me. I'm feeling really good right now. As of right now, I don't think we have the challenge because Myrtle is way above 10. So we come here for some challenge, but unfortunately, it didn't happen.
You said unfortunately no challenge. You lost the first game and you had a big game yesterday, you were under pressure. Thankfully, you did better, you recovered, you won, and today you were up against a team who put you under pressure somewhat. What do you mean that you didn't get the challenge?
Because we know that we want a challenge and stuff like that. The way we play
How you been?
very easy.
How you been?
Trying to see how
you been?
No, you guys know that where we are. You know, because this is not only the place where Myrtle Grove don't have that much challenge. Myrtle Grove is really, you know, a top team in South Florida.
We gotta invite you for $10,000. We gonna take all coming next year. Are you coming?
Oh yeah, right above, man. We know that we know that we can do anything. We can win anything, and we accept the challenge. We will pay any money to come down here with
Well, Mr. Singh, what part do you play in the Myrtle Grove? The manager of the team. Tell us who you are.
Myrtle Grove have one managers, and you can call me one of them because I used to play for different teams in international one, unfortunately another round anymore. So I feel really, you know, for a long time now, you know. So I can say
The feelings of walking up the ground is the end of this tournament. We are shaking hands. The Myrtle Cricket Ground out of Florida, champions of the Alfred Julian Memorial Cricket Tournament. Congratulations to you and your team. You are looking forward to meet you next year for this $10,000 winner take all. You guys are coming back, and I know this is a moment to savor. You want to celebrate. We're going to meet you after the presentation. So thank you very much, Mr. Singh, for your time. We're going to meet you after the presentation.
well, thank you very much. Your hospitality was very good down here. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you next year.
Well, folks, it is the end of the Alfred Julian tournament. Thank you. We are going to congratulate the Myrtle Cricket Club out of Florida winning the Alfred Memorial Cricket Tournament, defeating the St. Thomas Alstars comprehensively. They scored 223 runs, and the Myrtle Cricket Club only managing 109. The St. Thomas Alstars are getting to 109. 109 is the official score. 109 is the official score. So winning by 100 and odd runs. So the Myrtle Cricket Club, World Cricket Club out of Florida coming here. We're going to pick up our sponsors, those who made this possible. Because without the sponsors, you know, folks, this cricket would not have been possible. And thanks to the weather that has upholding them. So we're going to go to the announcement of those who have made this possible as I took over to none other than the man Peter Masley, who's going to announce the sponsors.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. Our sponsors for this event was Executive Insurance, Atlantic Trucking, Virgin Island Industrial Service, Karma Pre-Sales, Petro Industrial Solution, Italy Trucking, Virgin Islands Paving, Ennis Glass and Services, Quality Auto Parts, H&H Tire and Battery, Housing Parks and Recreation, J&K Maintenance, J. Benton Construction, Sandra James, Carlos Furniture,
Caribbean going, Donnelly Wood working, Farron trucking, Napa Wood the parts, Island parts, Auckland Group, Ian the Outtake, CNL Builders, Blue Bamboo, CC1 Virgin Islands, United St. Lucians of St. Croix, West Indies Company, Divine Funeral Service, P&G Electric, BC Supplies, and Heavy Material.
Is it also for a little bit too 12 volts?
Ladies and gentlemen, please stick around. There's another game coming. There's a 2-over. 2-overs between the same two teams. And they played for $100 for 2 overs. 2 overs for $100. So please don't leave. Patronize the park. We appreciate you coming and support us for this weekend.
The board, can you put it around a little bit more? Put it on there, we can make it right there. Thank you, Mr. Sagi. You have 2 more overs. What do you want to drink, Mr. Sagi? Yes! And I got tell them send me a Tito and sour. A Tito and sour for the color. Mr. Production. Hey, go this way. One way. Hello.
A short interview with a few of the supporters. Yes, sir, good afternoon. Please tell us what's your name. You know you look like a supporter. You are a supporter from the Myrtle. Witnessing the game. What's the take on the tournament so far? Yes, thank you, sir. As we go along the ground, we have Mr. Lewis. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? You're doing exceptionally well this afternoon. Holding a team to victory. What is the take on this tournament so far, Mr. Lewis?
He's 1-0. Bishop, what's his position? He's the one. He's members of our cricket club, Peter Vipers. Okay. Thank you. What's his name? My name? Oh, Bissett. Michael Bissett. Bissett? Yeah, Michael Bissett. Yeah. Bishu, catch of the day. Best of luck in your future endeavors as I go around and sit down with a few more players as I go around. Good afternoon, folks. Good afternoon, ladies.
most beautiful women in the Caribbean are right here on Twin City. One of them, which one of you would like to say something here? We've seen the here. You don't want to say nothing. What about you? What about you? They all need the audience. As I make my way around, get to the shine away from me. What about you? Would you like to say something in the first? Oh my goodness. Take it away, DJ. Take it away. No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
DJ
Julian, I want to big up all the workers. Wives, they have some lovely wives here, and they're trying to take them away. But guess what? We're enjoying it. We want to come back here again with 2 wives.
There is a one outside the stop. Going further away. Come to me. Come to me. Yes. About right outside the stop. Going through. Pick it up, sugar. Pick it up. Don't go away. Don't go away. Amongst my people here, we're going to have some fun. There's a ball 10 away onto the outside. And the field admin we get plus the fielding, as he says, is returned back to the bowler. The score moves on to 6 or 7, I make it. Good afternoon to the man too. We're going to come to you after the over. As the bowler runs away from the skip to ball to the batsman hugging. To the civil, there is a big man in there. A transfer catch. No one is coming here. And the keeper takes the catch. Out goes Hugging. So Hugging goes with the score on 6. And Myrtle Cricket Club has got the first wicket. With the score on 7. And we say good afternoon to a special man. A man who has been entertaining us here throughout the 3 days. He's none other than a man 1 million.
Yeah, man, thank you very much for your great job. I know you stepped down. I know coming from upstairs to come down here is not an easy thing. But hey, I know you have to come. Because there's good people down here. We appreciate God so much. It should be there. But let me tell you something. First of all, we have to thank the good blood above. And it's not me whether we get the next step again in the play here today. And I don't care who wins, where they come from, or where they play. We take the look and we know they'll be happy, like thinking about everything. You know, let it come back and they'll enjoy everything. Alright, thank you, Brother Blue. Thank you, Brother Julian. Back to the here comes, and he tries to hit that one for the covers.
food calling about, taking it back to St. Thomas. It was cooked on a Friday. And I arrived on St. Thomas on Sunday. When I uncovered that food, steam was still coming out of that food calling out. Can you believe me?
Yes, I can believe you. We have the best in St. Croix. We have the best in St. Croix where the temperature is always 69 and up. And that is why your food was steaming over 2 days, because we always do the best on St. Croix. Don't forget to shop on the 50-50 raffle. Somebody can go home with 250 tariff-free money. Trump is not going to put no tariff on that money for if we win the 250. So check out Baba and Peter, the pastor with the orange bucket. It might hold the on it. The bucket that might hold the on it, that's the bucket you have to check out for your tickets. Yes, man. What a lovely time. And the weather has hold up so lovely.
Yes, Colinago, I went to the gods yesterday and prayed and prayed and prayed. And I can say that the gods have answered our prayer. Glorious sunshine here at the people back home. You will see we are pregnant with sunshine, ready to give birth to another son. Here on St. Croix, we can send son to the rest of the Virgin Islands.
Definitely. But talk to me.
Now, what are easy days work tomorrow? You don't have to work. Once you win that Powerball, then you go swing and don't have to get up tomorrow. Just get a piece of ticket and that's by telling you.
Yes, brother Blue. As brother Blue said, we don't have to work tomorrow when the win the tariff-free money. 250, it might go to 200, it might get to 200. It all depends on. Alright, it might be 300. So yes, at the end of the day, we're having fun. And don't forget to support the bar. Here comes the boat, outside the Alstars is wide like the ocean. That don't look like it was all the way to Frederickstead.
Yes, folks, we're going to ask you, those who are standing in this vicinity, we're going to ask you to move further to your left because you are obstructing those who are viewing the cricket. And understand. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Can you move further to your left? Thank you, sir. Yes.
Thank you very much. You're doing such a great job, and I'm telling you, all the hard work you're putting there, you all deserve everything. We supporting, man, I'm telling you, we can charge up in this Virgin Island. Look at how you're put this and clean up the place. Make this place a better place for all of us. We could take the rules and everything.
Delivery of the Alstars by the batsman. Perfect time. Yes, certainly some good cricket, very good cricket, and good audience as well. Because when we have guys like out there, everyone is happy to see The action can continue. That's a 4 runs. And Paul Linton from a St. Lucia player.
That is it.
A good wicketkeeper, a good batsman. Giving his own rights as we go around the crowd and entertain the people so much. And we must come on. Let's say good afternoon to the man to me.
Just like the disappointing, but cricket was I don't know what he's doing.
Let's say good afternoon to my cousin Ryan. Cousin Ryan, how are you doing, sir?
Thank you very much all the time. I just want to see the purpose of the cricket, and that's wonderful. But next year, we'll let them know we'll be bigger.
Also, cricket is building his way up as we go through the crowd with Vietnamese. As we go to ask him a few questions about the cricket. What do you think about this tournament so far, Mr. Vietnamese?
Linton! We have been all the time.
And so when you see the when the fans what they need to do, what do you think that the fans want to do? I know how big from Vietnamese, is that what I said?
The fans was expecting to see Peter Vipers against SCG, one of the foreign teams. Wow! And the assignment was already to bet 200 guys. So that's what we're going to do.
Right, Mr. Vitalis, better luck next time.
Catch him, Alfred!
$10,000. We need that song next year. Are you going to be present?
It sounds good. I'll be right
Thank you, sir. As we go through this afternoon's end of the innings, we look over the scoreboard, 23 runs. So 24 runs to win that $100. As we go to Julian Shiva, continue to entertain the people there. As we say, good afternoon to the man. Iron, 1 minute, please. Mr. Iron, 1 minute, please. Shiva, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Mr. Iron, how have you really enjoyed the cricket so far?
so far.
Next year we have $10,000 winner takes all. What do you think of that?
Yes, more incentive to the game. We have more crowd participation and player participation.
In the meantime, in between time, the Yeshiva says,